fa so atoto a daachi wani mra wo ho so no na eniema akachi na aye nnu ho. Your life is full of regret. Evi satori bia yesai bre e wo niema ehia ho. Yesai bre dwendwena de a emfa ye ho. Yesai bre keka niema emfa ye ho. Nipa no kura wo ka ne ho asam na meke wanim wo. Wanim sa wo kura wo wiase. Ene onye onu na tua wo bills ma wo. Ene onu na han dan ma wo damu. Enye wo na wo de ka wo betua. O masuku fees ni onu no betua nanso no wo nkomodie nyinara fa nipa no ho. Wo nkomodie nyinara fa sankrofo no ho. Wo bro mo kura nim sa wo kura wo wiase de a na ene ebran so se metimi ma wadesua bi a ebetimi ama wo de wanamo asisi enti number 1. Sa wo pese wo mind your own business a ewo mu a eya atenase. Na chance ya dwendwene wankaso abrabo ho. Me ne Nyankopon kita hodie te sen nyame ne kura menim no. If so, those who know their God, they shall be strong and they will do exploit. Daniel chapter 11 verse 32. Enti nyame no kura menim no. Nyankopon say, my sheep they hear my voice. Na so mo mu be nyame kasa wo mote. Enti me nenam ho ya nyame kasa minti we ya abrabo. Dwendwene spiritual life ho. Dwene usikasam te say ehfa na apese wudru. Wo pese 2022 enkwawie na wonya say wo account mu. Nyabre na dwendwene ho, mind your own financial business. Wusikasam say na wodi to say na wodi sie. Eno nso so dwendwene ho enipa ben na etwa wo ho ahia na mekan ewo mu number 1 tenase wo de fa 1 app wo se ne me ya assessment afa me yankasa mabrabo ho me be yem pense mu matenka mu te sai adenti na wo bi ekire na dwene na ahya me so adenti na me bufu ntentem saa adenti na ware ase me mu me kunu adenti na ware ase me mu meyere adenti na mintimi mmere me ho ase emma me kunu adenti na mintimi no meyere said the Christ da asafo no busa wo questions. Life is full of questions and answers. So who busa who questions are ubenya answer. If it says so we read Jeremiah chapter 33 verse 3, I will say, call on me and I will answer you. So frame na meje oso. Eti wo bra na wo bona wonya brentena se enyem pense mu no. What nam ho sa na 2022 aka wie yo. 2023 ne ko. Wani mra ho so no nya 50 years 60 years woni kapre wa mobra. Eti wo bekoso akasa sa na adewu. Eti wo wiase na abene nam ha no. Enkrofo nyansunsan so wo wiasem na nso wo de wanya nsunsan so obi afisa wo baaye no wentimi amane your business wentimi anwene wabrabo ho ene kon abefa so de wanam asisi yie ade bi wo kora na amwaw sa wo tena se na wo dwendwura bo se sa de we de esese mission enti number 1 take time periodically to think about your life, to take stock of your life. Na hu sa wo kɔ wani ma na sa wo gina fa kwa na sa wo kɔ wachi. Na etimi aboa if you say you are not a tree, you are not supposed to be stuck in one place and you have to keep moving. Eti ano ya number 1. And number 2, esese wo nya nisuade hunu ma wo ankasa wo ho. Esese wo de bibi si wo ni se we na me pese me ye. Me pese me to asase, me pese me si me fie, me pese me to car. Me pese me ware, me pese me tete me maye. Nyankopon ka kire Abraham say Abraham wo ye madamfo. If so betete ne mama kwan. Edie ne si wo ni so. Wo financial goals and say. Wo retirement goal and say. Wo baza benyina ba besfrefra besresre. Wo be ya kokora ne abrewa abefra wo ma afekura no ma hye brase a wo mukura nya adwuma nya ya besresre wo musika saa. Abeya mobo. Anasa wo bene na mabonten sresre. Dwendwene ho. Watinka mu adenti na abufu ahye wo masa. Wadwene ne wakoma mu aden na wickedness. Oh, eni oyawudie. Wontimi mfa bone nche. Wo suban bone wonni no kore. Wonim sa wo ye trofo. Dwendwene ho. Wo bi adwuma hye wo nsa kromfo wiewia musika. Nya daji ne set goals ma ho se sa akro no suban no memfa nkomani mu bia mi jemu wa ha ma wiewie ade ache nya me kra na aye madoma ye nche me etie ne mi gyaye mano ha me pese mi twa so na me ankasa me kansem papa edugu me ankasa me ho me pese mi sikasa me tutu yie me pese bosumi bia me de 100 Ghana cedis eto me de 50 Ghana cedis eto. Set goals for yourself. And de to sum yensa e wo mu ana wa brabo no washim ye friend add, subtract and maintain. Add, subtract and maintain. Edie na wo me life me sese me yifrim. Edie na ani mu sese me de ka ho. En edie na wo ho sese me gba ho ban. Busa ho sa. Enamfofo be na no wo mo nam a enye sese wo yi wo mo wo to wo mo to twene. Oh, you have to cast them off. Na wo yi wo mo cut wo mo off. Eye nkrofo benya. Ena edie bi ena obetimi dia ba be ka ho. Nimdie be na wo hia. Wo ware ye wo nsua de. Eti wonim kwa fa so treat oba. Wonim kwa fa so treat bema. Eti waware ya ye prekese asumdue nim sakasaka o makora wo mokon no so mo beware ena mo wusu banti wo makora mpese wo mo bekwa asore wusu banti wo kunkura se wo nsi asore dem da wo wusu ban finti wo yire se wo nkwa asore da ena mo nya atwemunti nya bre na eyi nneɛma bi firi w'abrabom nyaachom ne krono ene saa nneɛma no yi firi hɔ ɛna deɛ ɛyɛ no ebi awo abrabɔ pa wo kasade na wa maintain na betimi aboa wo na deɛ di twa to amede ma wo no sɛ kan hu no sɛ life is short abrabɔ no yama mɛkyɛ wɔ asase so saa o yama mɛkyɛ yɛ nkyɛ saa wonim bra nyame bɛfrɛ wo yɛte hei yɛnim da nyame bɛfrɛ wo bi enti wo wonim da nyame bɛfrɛ wo nti ɛbrɛ kakra no aka no ɛsɛ wotimi fa saa brɛ na wodi yɛ bibi ma ho na wodi yɛ bibi ma nkyirima na daakye woni hɔ a anya bia mpo wo ma wabusuafo wo nuanom no wo ma kan wo ama wo makoma ato wo yam efisɛ abrabɔ no yɛni brɛ ne ase adagye yɛni brɛ ne ase adagye atena hɔ adwendwene nkrɔfo abrabɔ ho wɔ bra yɛnwene yɛ de ho yɛni brɛ a da bia bɛpensem sɛ de obi si yɛyɛ obi ka wɔkɔtɔɔyɛ obi fie bi a wasie obi atade bi ɛhyɛ no wɔ bra yɛnya brɛ nkan yɛ ankasa yɛnya yɛ ho adwuma enipa bebree gyina fa ko ɔmo nkɔ wɔn anim ɛnam saa deɛ ne nti ne namfo ɔtew saa no wɔn akɔ asa ba bɛtɔ wɔn sɛ na ada so te a wɔsi ya meda so te ha o ada nti a da bia wɔn man ne nkrɔfo business nanso ntimi ɛman ne ho eti na asɛm a mede brɛ wɔ ɛne sɛ wo read 1 Thessalonians chapter 4 verse 11 a wɔsi make it your ambition to lead a quiet life and to learn to mind your own business ɛno so kora wɔ kyerɛ konkro wɔ Bible nim eti sɛ wɔn mind ne business kora ɛyɛ bɔne. Was say learn to mind your own business. Aya kenkan. 1 Thessalonians chapter 4 verse 11. Was say make it your ambition to lead a quiet life and to learn to mind your own business. It is a wono wontimi nwenwene wabrabɔ ho na nkrɔfo die mpo na wodwenwene a Bible say menka nkyɛ sɛ ɛyɛ bɔne. Enti ne ɛnneɛma fini nneɛma tantan no sɛ wo bre nyinara 24 hours ne yɛde ma yɛ no emu half wo de dwenwene nkrɔfo ne wo bia wonnim kora sɛ wo wɔ wiase. Enyo na atade ma ne die atade ma ne hye wotɔ aduane ma ne die wodwenjire ne ho a wowia na wakwakoda ɛkyerɛ sɛ wabrabɔ no gyina faako awarefo a maware no monkomo no emu 90% yɛ konkonsa no maware ne any future efisɛ sɛ awarefo mo tena sena mo dwenjine mo ho a ɛsɛ mo dwenjine ɛkɔn bɛfa so atete mo ma mo betimi atɔ asase asifie mo betimi akɔ nkan eti ebere bi a wo ne wukunu bɛtena hɔ wo ne wukunu bɛtena corridor hɔ no monkomo nyinaa yɛ konkonsa monkomo nyina fa nkrɔfo ho a maware no enya ware papa eye konkonsan ware empumtu obi ama enti se wo haw ba wanhwa mo ntimi nyina efise mo anya bre andwenwene mo ho ena me message a me de bre woni se onyame se mind your own business wa brabo no won krobata bebre nya bre dwenwene ho kwa befa so akɔ wanim se de be ya won ka achi na daachi se wo hye wachi a emeye eni ho ade akye bia dwumadie no wasugu so awutie ewo okay 101.7 FM so. Sɛ adeɛ kyɛ bia dwumadie no wasugu so awutie na da wobɔkrata no ebi abadwa so memfa na poso emre mo ansa na yatena se the find that the wobɔkrata no credibility what the aba and I was say GPHA post 112.67 million Ghana cedis net profit in 2020 entiene sansem no ewo daily graphic page 2 awo no so akyerɛkyerɛ mu sɛ Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority wama recorded 39.41 drop in net profit for 2020 and no the finder. Now we share the insight or say anger mount at Rich Hospital was over 40 elevators. Eti ya hunko mochiche no wade Dr. Nyawonya hotama klabetoa and wasade honorable Samuel Kujeto Ablakwanso wade no ababeka ho di amaye. Na me koma nimu biemu no ena the Ghanaian observance so dia banse truth stands observing Ghana in truth was say election 2024 Mahama Bawumia Alan ticket will save MPP acrimonious primary Nana Akomia and Diaba government won't compromise Etiwa Forest lands minister ononso edisa arishimono amagana for the new crusading guide was Nana Akomia tells MPP Bawumia Alan ticket best bet for victory 2024 and Adumso wishes are wishful thinkers. And non so yasem the new crusading guide ebo the road. The new publisher the Obokrata Sikoko board fight of wrong alawa claims. It was the Honorable Joseph Boahine Idu, where Chief Executive Officer the Ghana Cocoa Board. On also the US report paints Ghana black ɛno yɛ report bɛyi ɛno nso ɛwɔ the new publisher ɛna the Ghanaian publisher Integrity and Professionalism wɔse Akomia Hint Bawumia Alan ticket for 2024 $350 million building materials imported annually wei ɛyɛ Asenso Boakye ɔno nso ɛna de san semi aba ɛna wɔse despite media confirms Vim ladies leave etienne the Ghanaian publisher the abasa Vim lady leave na wɔwɔ no despite media wɔn nim ho bi ɛnu nti so ɔman 40 a hwɛ na anye ɔmo nwanwa bebree na wei yɛ nsɛm bebree a de ɔbɔkrata ahodoɔ ɛde abadwa soɔ na maame nkɔ ahoma no so na me ne lawyer Godwin Edugye Tamaklo wɔyɛ aid ɛma ɔmampanyi dada His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ɛfiri sɛ deɛ yɛnim ɛne sɛ ɛba sɛ mmaramu a wɔbɔ mmɔden ɛna ba ɔmampanyi dada nso nsɛm bi na namotuo nso a wɔno ɛna ɛbɔ ne kyidɔm ɛno nti wɔbɔ ho nso mmɔden ɛti ɛnɛ yɛnya no a yɛne no ɛbɛtwetwe nkɔmmɔ lawyer memoache eba Ade Akye Abia dwumadie so
anopa mejo so mejo mentia wetie ko na
ye tiefo edanse enne sɛ wo hwɛ
one this way that
this and anopa de menya no moye
and there be the hot water be the so about
and fabra me do to so a me do to so na afei ayi mama Isaac ayi mafiri so na ma mix bi sesi ade atwa manum
no ai no an ye de ko
anu me das
I call ta me ku ekura no an
anu an ade ko ti da bia wo energy lawyer assembly or Republic Press anymore how say deputy speaker can vote Supreme Court throws out review application what that would ma asem no anything pa
yo when me say November budget no buy no akoba say the 137 NDC MPs that's minority MPs no Speaker Bagben ewo ho MPP majority side ewo ke or stage workout almost stage workout no the NDC 137 MPs no take a decision to reject the 2022 budget. Omo rejected budget no. Speaker etu kwan the next day. Otu kwan ya your wife ebe preside as first deputy no. Omo file a motion for rescission. That motion for rescission, no. Na as first, form quorum, and so me I take up the case. Now, yayin say, for the 1992 Constitution, no, quorum, Ade Nenu, Article 102 and Article 104. Article 102 quorum. A quorum for all other business. And we have just 92 MPs who make a business. And that your Article 104 quorum. And no. Okay, the day NDC MPs no a rejected budget. Normally 137. Ekobasano. And law lecturer, yes, no, Justice Abdullahi. At the assembly at the core Supreme Court. So we have interpretation. We have interpretation because the day MPP MPs every same day the rejection of the 2022 budget. Now only a 138 exactly, including the speaker. It's on they call Supreme Court can say, Speaker, presidia, we are MP. But presidia, no other speaker. It is said, what they speaker, no, would me encounter among MPs. And because would me encounter among MPs, no, not to say it means MPP. MPs together with the independent candidates, no. On my year 137 instead of 138. And no edit to that is a Koba's idea. That recession and subsequent passage of the 2022 budget, no, ain't me now Supreme Court say only no any then any action. Supreme Court also can say the deputy speaker preside here or first and foremost an MP. Now on your MP because of representing a constituency or who can say or participate in the vote. And so he can first be counted to form the quorum and also participate in the vote. That's the Supreme Court. Supreme Court, it takes the view. Unanimous judgment of the Supreme Court said, to the extent that deputy speaker representing a constituency, or the right, one, to be counted to form a quorum and also to vote. And on plaintiff now the assembly court our law lecture, you can't say on a court no yaji into a call for review. Now, you say review jurisdiction of Supreme Court. Very technical. Very, very technical. As you prove in your maybe. One, as you should say, court need decision, occasion a miscarriage of justice because it be a court, I did be as a court, no far or my dream come. It be almost yes, sir. And so, by reason of this, what shows us had any exceptional circumstance, and because they are exceptional, court engineers now overturning the ordinary decision. Review. This is not a new thing. Review the Mesida. Okay, those days, fast track high court decision. And then I'm penny for man penny and another attorney general. Supreme Court, ordinary bench, no can say fast track high court, no, unconstitutional. Yeah, and say panel, no, with two more. That is our friend Lampe. And court, no, subsequent to that, court no overturning the previous decision. Review HBC. But this one, Supreme Court, can say, Obi or the answer no back court, or the plaintiff applicant, when Tinian demonstrating any exceptional circumstance. Who meets that threshold, court no cry, the own you cry. You can know the equity,
It means lawyer winning soon so and say.
It means Supreme Court. Adhere to say deputy speaker from now to Kojoho, obey deputy speaker of parliament. You can be counted when you are presiding. One, to form the quorum under Article 104. Two, to participate in the vote.
Okay.
And one would say for Supreme Court review and the last end. You cannot go for a review of a reviewed decision. And it means this particular matter, there are two other
Enti ewo hwa se be ya adwuma mrahye bedwa bia
unless they amend the constitution.
Oh, okay.
Now, unless you amend the constitution, here the two specifically the constitution say going forward when you preside as deputy speaker, you cannot be counted or you cannot participate in the vote until that no dear. That is the law. But the SGA say Supreme Court have the power to depart.
And what's the challenge say?
And we say because of the way our Supreme Court or my decision, all the other courts below are bound by the decision of the Supreme Court. Indeed, the High Court is bound, Court of Appeal is bound, Circuit Court is bound, district court is bound. So I can for you so you are not sure then. That is how I court system. But the makers of the Constitution, I'm a Supreme Court, some flexibilities. And then they say, it's not Supreme Court based Nyaka Abakasio. Ya Nyaka say, the Deputy Speaker, Presadia, obey me at Waba. Obey me, you bet me counting him to form the quorum. But, and they arguing. What does it?
Mm-hmm.
Arguing to the extent that he said they had been said, Deputy Speaker of Presadia, me and Tuaba, me yet me counting him to form the quorum. Supreme Court have that power to depart, except to say some other reason why they are departing from the previous decision.
Okay, yati asepa. Na lawyer mame sanfa umra asem foforo biso. Ebisa wona wo ye aid ma JDM na na wo he daily guide da ne mfonyini da ha no se Mahama proves Bawumia right in US na story ne se former President John Dramani Mahama vindicated Vice President Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia when he finally admitted far away in US of A that the COVID-19 pandemic and the Russia-Ukraine war were terribly impacting on economies of countries across the globe. Wadaruma enkrofo ka say sansem yi akoka wa America ma mu kire say wodi wa vindicate Bawumia visa no wo ka say COVID ne Russia and Ukraine wo enye nsunsuanso wo yenso ba ye koka mo se an bibia na mo de ahya COVID na nso so munim enti mampanyi wedi wa ye nya atwom mampanya bedi mampanyi dada His Excellency John Dramani Mahama asemi wo ya no say
yo once again me that they say ye dia no ma omo MPP and ya mi nyanko ya mi senior brother fortunately me our daily guide I say enyoma na abromo so apostle omu jemu ano they in America sir I said when I age John Dramani Mahama or Harvard okay there is no doubt say the issues of COVID right are having an impact on global supply, global economy. However, in the case of Ghana, the specific case of Ghana, now the sense of incompetent management of the economy, not the war, no so the that. Why delegate Oman Jeno? Delegate and to say, H. John Dramani Mahama can say, COVID in Kwama buying 33.5 billion Ghana cedis. Delegate and Jeno. So, Potokas and you'll be there, you cannot approbate and reprobate. Anna. Anna. The same way no forum no. Already that same issue said the impact of COVID on the global economy, the economies of Africa, is there. However, in the specific case of Ghana, about 2020, that was when COVID came. And this government, because opposition winning elections at all costs, they overspent. They overspent. And then the economy no any other social or yemu. Delegate and Mama. And on no crack so I can't say. One, COVID by you. A buy Parliament, echo G 250 million from stabilization. And a man, I buy you 1.2 billion Ghana cedis. 1.2 billion Ghana cedis, no, somebody 54 million every year free food. Almost 200 million every year insurance for health workers. Almost another 250 million to 300 for the payment of free electricity. And so almost another 100 million for free water And so almost another 600 million small support for businesses. These were all COVID expenses, and so in the midst of COVID, call IMF for say IMF was Sikebi rapid credit facility. It's because I buy entity a Bosnia, I buy any car, I buy Eden. Into a bank was another $2 billion. If the World Bank IMF for. And a World Bank Yasama I buy $430 million. I buy say Tikano is still not enough. And I buy Echo Bank of Ghana, Yaya Bank of Ghana. Echo 10 billion Ghana cedis. If you honor. It was this same COVID, I blame me for all the problems of the economy. No, this same COVID, it created the opportunity for a bank to get over 33.5 billion. Question I be saying now, say, Sebio, a crime bell soon a bank expended as a meeting NDC minority in Parliament, I can say. Because anytime conversation is bad, Moody blame me now added to COVID-19 so no. Sebi. Mumaye audit the COVID expenses. And also almost that be empty so. Sebi. Why you are the bonia? Why are you afraid of accountability? Why are you afraid of transparency? Because what you say, you are sitting on a rock. Tell me, what are the kind so? It was sorry. Ghana phone you now bet me pampa. It won't finish so that. That is the bottom line. Now, daily guys don't want here no. So in fact, John Dramani Mahama Crack also can say, look, the whole of Africa. Now compare the situation in Europe, America, COVID by sebi. Yen na ye videos, yen na ye pictures. Sebi. Nipa ba akokura wu a. Enya dia obegina bebe kura aka. But who compare the African numbers or the Ghanaian numbers to the numbers say in the United States of America and UK? The number of persons who even died by reason of COVID. As we speak to you, Sebi, as we speak now, when we say even scientists are still in a shock how Africa or Africans survived this COVID. Because at the point the number of persons that were dying in America, in Europe, health workers, doctors, nurses, the aged, and not what the bad African situation now. It's completely different. Two, COVID Sebi, Ghana and Kwa, they affected other African countries. In fact, globally, Burkina Faso, Togo, Nigeria, COVID Meanwhile, at the time of COVID Nigeria, by close of 2020, not on budget deficit. Budget deficit was not up to 7% in the midst of COVID. Burkina Faso, your neighbor, not on budget deficit was not up to 6%. Ivory Coast, okay, I'm not our position. Using he likes using Ivory Coast as example. On South Korea, no the Abba Malaysia, no ending in Ivory Coast, and those were the models are now or say or Bob transforming the Ghanaian economy. You move the economy from the Godisberg economy. You move the economy from taxation to production. Ivory Coast, and yes 6% budget deficit. Guinea, all the African countries, Ghana and Kwan a year, almost 16%, 15.7%. And also, has that got to do with COVID? That is your reckless decision to win an election. And not that 18 on the money Mahama can answer. You took a decision, sir.
But say lawyer say untimi underestimate the impact nso a COVID no de ebaye ensunsan so a enya wo economists
and America say oh yes sir analysis we are Sebi, you don't hold one thing constant. Osha hana osha ana
meti ase pa
COVID ebaye and first you can braba yi. By reason of COVID, Nanki ebetimi akoyi 1.2 billion from the stabilization fund. Nanki ebetimi akoyi. COVID and ban nanka 430 million ebefi World Bank aba. COVID and ban nanka Bible ko borrow 20 billion from the Bank of Ghana. And ko for the Bank of Ghana and make you profit too. Coming in a bank borrow 10 billion if Bank of Ghana.
Until what they what can say when we say enyansunsan so the so at the blessings to be by
more than blessing. In a very young person so no one mismanaging the economy needed that. Sebi World Bank country director Jean Laporte oye NDC on the for your World Bank for country director, Anna. What Babon say? Even before COVID-19, that the economy was showing signs of being in intensive care unit. Sabi, you do be called intensive care. So we say there is a matter of life and death, Anna. Before COVID, the economy was intensive care. Two. Na economy no sebi. Na share credit da. Iti we the mano eda simina so. Ayesi obi a sebi. Or cancer. And wakonya COVID did that. Account. Iti no underlying health condition no did that no issue cancerous situation. Ina COVID edene ho abegim. What are there? In a COVID, I didn't know what they give. That is the situation I have or Memuha. But at that, you animal can say, oh, you forget it on mismanagement of the economy. You can say, a year COVID. They say, the almost at the Ukraine account. The last time I saw one share, yeah, by 2024, only blame you for the state of the economy. Because that is where we are going now. This government, they are not able to tell us, what is your contribution to the state of the mismanagement? Almost 15% budget deficit. One cause here, COVID. COVID may cause the almost 15% budget deficit. It cannot be. We are wondering, say, we need the 2020 election at all costs. And so you overspend. Would the Ghana Shika in order say, we need election at all costs. That one you don't want to tell that to my before. And we can't say. And I COVID never overspend this Ghana. No, it cannot be COVID because all other African countries, not even 10% budget deficit. We have 15.7% budget deficit. 15.7%. Why? COVID here and Nigeria. COVID amba Ivory Coast. COVID amba Burkina Faso. COVID and Togo. So how can say all these countries, budget deficit of 15.7%? It's because of your reckless spending. And on that age, John Dramani Mahama can say, it's as a result of your mismanagement of the economy. Sebi, even in the midst of COVID, you were making more tax revenue than your pre-COVID situations. 2019, also making almost 43 billion Ghana cedis by way of tax revenue. One outcome has me say, right? One outcome has me say, 2020 I COVID by I was a COVID about into Nyomaba, Oyemiaba, productivity I call from. Still, you are able to make tax revenue in excess of 45 billion Ghana cedis, far more than the 2019 situation and COVID anymore. So who are you lying to? Who are you deceiving? 2021, who making almost 50-something billion Ghana cedis in tax revenue. 2021, COVID call. You made more tax revenue. And now, per the 2020 budget statement, you are even seeking to make almost 100 billion Ghana cedis in tax revenue. COVID call. So you cannot one way say, I can say all your problem is because of COVID. But you are not telling Timamufo the gains you have made by reason of COVID. That is dishonesty. Anything that H. John Dramani Mahama said, we need to have a holistic conversation. And by doing so, you realize that even though COVID had some impact on the economy, the greater problem is because of your election reckless expenses. Every day you don't want to hear that one. They cannot run away from it. We will hold them accountable. Dr. Bamiako Yesukro recently okoye the budget presentation. Ose nyoma miensa in the day problems in the other economy. Nyoma miensa principal three things. Ose two. They are one. The Sika almost spending on banking sector cleanup. Also almost spending almost 25 billion. And now almost spending another 17 billion on what he refers to as excess capacity charges. On this your platform, Mama Ghana phone who say 17 billion about me Ade Akye Abia Holy Land. Say excess capacity charge pro complete bare-faced lies and yet no correct. And I've challenged the people who work for Dr. Bamia, said they should produce the 17 billion, the breakdown. Up to now, they have not been able to do it. Masadia can almost 2 weeks now. They said, they should put the 17 Ghana, Bank of Ghana, and our government of Ghana, would give the one city crowd to trace you. It is all be 17 billion. It's easy to trace. Come and show figures. Nigerian man will say, come and show figures. Yeah, they can't. Because they know. Say, 17 billion now, Dr. Bamia, Eddie Ghana. And you know, correct. It is not true. Who did they are buying here? In 2018, and now, Ekoba say, I saw increasing electricity first. But what you now I saw more increasing electricity tariffs. Abayi can say, because of politics and the election ahead, 2020 election, instead of increasing the tariff, Omo can say they will absorb the tariff. And so they are reducing the tariff. But remember, say, so who reduces tariff? The only generative power, no, you still have to pay him. On your Father Christmas, you still have to pay him. And you know, and no one created debt, a car, and we are buying home in excess of 10 billion. A campua, ever two ECG. It's in excess of 10 billion because Abai decided, said, because of political expediency, the Public Utilities Regulatory Commission an independent body, increase tariff to reflect current economic situation into one peninsula. Two, when you say power purchase agreement, tariff is agreed in dollars. It will be 50 cents per kilowatt hour, or maybe 40 cents per kilowatt hour. It's in dollars. Remember, I said, from the time I buy back power, the city had depreciated so much. Independent power producers, almost turn power, electricity to ECG in dollars. But ECG turn electricity to you and I in cities. The foreign differential losses. That is exchange rate issues, a car at the bank. Nina, a car Amma cano adorso. But I buy entry the can't will say because they have refused to increase tariffs at the car at the tom so. I buy entry the can't will say because they have not been able to manage the exchange rate a car back. It's almost now the can will say, on my excess capacity charges. It is not true. Sabi, what is the a company called a SASCO for fuel supplier? How do you call it excess capacity charge? What is the company FN Stratcom for fuel supplier? How do you call it excess capacity charge? Ukotua Grill for fuel supplier. How do you call it excess capacity charge? Ukotua Car Power for power what producer what supply to you. How do you call it excess capacity charge? Excess capacity not say power plant no and juma. But because one signing take or pay agreement will be still. Car Power is producing power. Car Power is producing power. What is the car and Mary for power or my producing? Oh, fair excess capacity charge. Sabi, me no cases is here. Ameria MPP for no more opposition. Edi John Mahama came accusing him corruption. Then. Yeah, cases is here. When you say, Omode, American power plant no be Kumase. Oforiku. And Ebabe supply power to the middle belt in Ghana. Unimisa. Now, when you say, I go for the only Bamia, inferior to know. If there's some friend American power plant in Kumasi, Unimisa is almost friend of the Kumasi power project. Over to said, Omo Pese, as Antifo who said, American power plant now, 80 John Dramani Muhammad, the Bar Ghana, Omudin Watem. Almost can't some fatan fan because of inferior, almost said into Kumasi power project.
Because lawyers so mu di ko Kumasi. Lawyers so mu di ko Kumasi ntie na e di Kumasi to so no ano na.
Enya American power plant.
Oh, say akodi Kumasi ntie na e.
Oh, na say power plant no mo dey call Takrade. Then no man friend Takrade project power project. Sabi car power. Say what Takrade. Then no more friend Takrade power.
I say bia no mu nim say on besan de akokuma sinti no na ehun hia say be tutu
bi. The Kokuma Sani I am Kumasi project 2. Yes sir. Look, no credit say. Look, with the benefit of time, Antina 80 John Dramani Mahama can say me or say posterity will be the best judge. And then Mary car power. AXA. And then I best stabilize a power situation now. And for one Ministry of Energy and then Omodomonsa a bomb eka ABCD. Look, and now your papa Tamils a bear man penny. Anna H. John Dramani Mahama a year device. Omo call China for some money, the 3 billion Chinese facility. So, guys, I said no.
Okay.
Good. Okay, Yemianom NPP4, in fact, led by Osechi Mensabusu, minority leader then. I can say agreement, NPP grabber, they will make sure say, they will abrogate that agreement. I can say the photo. When we say 1 billion out of that money, the late president, John Evans Mills, and then the vice, John Dramani Mahama, they decided to build a gas project for a trouble. So, okay. And then, when we say because of that gas infrastructure, project a trouble, Shika and Caneno over $300 million are Encaneno Yedikoto gas every Nigeria and then to power a power plant. When we say because of that project, meaning a savings. Savings. That is what visionary leaders do. Holding a can. You can anticipate a problem ahead. As I said now, Abba. Bisa, you know, energy sector, and let's say, and run another Danko Kufado Bear Mampini. Power project send way to Nyaye. Now, if I say, such a person very humble, no Siano, or sorry, at the accusations. When I John Mahama, Abreso, Omoko Sani take or pay agreement. And now I know because I could father by almost LNG power project or tema, take or pay. Me know because I see AXA project at John Mahama Abreso, Omode Baye. Yekasa see contract number and end. It will be ending in July. Before and the government is already extending it for another 5 years. Yekasa, the power purchase agreement is before PURC negotiated a new tariff. And now, it is on Dramani Mahama Council because of doom so, Yakofa car power bano. MPP MP, Honorable Dr. Mike Osesibe, Anna, or yes, a new job in Anna, Koforia area, one or more MP. Or the car power at the Supreme Court, a moment principle. In fact, not a lawyer, a Miami senior, Honorable Afenyomaki, just to ensure, say, on the frustrated car power from coming to Ghana. Miniaba and Mea Minoka say, car power, without car power, without America, those power projects are 80s on Dramani Mahama, the bad Ghana, would have been in doomsday by now. That is the kind of visionary leadership or the buyer. So you cannot take these things away from him. You can decide, say, what the project no be say, no I could rename, why a renaming ceremony instead of a Mary power plant, no be friend Kumasi power project. You can do all those things, but in a move on him the source. Car power, Momodiko Supreme Court to frustrate it from coming into this country. When we say, I can say, Oma extended for another 10 years. They have extended it for 10 years.
But I said, lawyer, Bibeka says, Omoba, no, I will hold that. And you take advantage of it. We say, or mine, no, Esikani, the year.
It's not make us say, baby, away. Sebi, like despite group. Only for Kwame despite. Oluane and Yonko Brebo. And we did this big mega project together. And Sebi, it may happen, say, they may not get everything right. And they say, oh, Baba, yeah, Ubia Ube take you over from them. Now, Uba, instead, Ube praising the panel, say, Onunyan for Kwame despite. Yankupon in Shroud. So, wait, Naya Bibisa, Ediama, generations today and generations tomorrow. Now, so will be no account the account. Now the all sorry precope now that's why then you can out there will build a media empire. Then in one could see factory. What kind of life is that? What by now first who say, oh, John Mahama, Bema baby, I'm any now more careful.
Yes, and come for now more penyesa.
Okay.
Oh, more pen come for kakra.
Say yes, say to whom much is given,
much is required.
And so the why you know, only the born way and service. O family member be Echo Hospital. None of baby out the cocoa command, no and no cocoa na. The canon so we say young fan no go to one a day. Baby, no one a basso. Now so why you do? Yeah, twasso. Now the oba, what demonizing the panel? The very things that we're demonizing about, you know, and one hour here, which means fact, the coup, simple, a grand fan count. So what kind of leadership are you? What is it that you have done differently?
Okay. Mati lawyer. Me jidi say watch you medasi. Medasi pa. Lawyer Godwin Edugita Maklo, A8, Emo Mampenyi Dada, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama na in sama Mampenyi Dada de kotuja wa America memuno watch mu ena afi Supreme Court jina ya wusi no so wode aba. Na manya Ebenezer Spio a communication team member Emma NPP amanyoko no Central Region yatesi ya disqualify nkrofo bi na edinsem bi aba yenkotie mu kakra Ebenezer memo acheba Ade Akye Abia dwumadi so
ayoma mgenso ahombo mze
nyame adom boko edie na asie efa wo mo ba be predibre ewo constituencies ahodo no ewo Central Region
yo yakati ekunfi onye said the whole Central Region na ekunfi mo tin there what I event yakafa form yezi yan chairman dodo na wofano na nedu oya padonko yezi no kwa yakafa form ya feel yezi ako odu vetin dano but ya yebudu ya vetin na friend wofala the oya na nedu okashe mo no sare kakra opo na mo de buy in there committee is want to one disqualified at the same time want to one pass na mo no no work for regional headquarters or AKP. You say Nande Diaz no Koku. In fact, what the committee from national or Professor Fubi, former education minister, Honor Hospital, Walker, Wayanaka, Wabana, who have some of our bench Americano, and some wasn't to know, Oyas India, or there wasn't Badamala Bonesi, Walker Obutu Waka in the campaign. Now I start there, or Bob or no Wapa. Now, Aina. Chairman of the regional committee now, what be a veteran was former DC or Akosua Michael Mensa. Ono or a party attaching a navy day. Professor Fobi, or a national committee, where to what pass in the honestly, regional chairman, or Mr. Robert Putin Jr. Akasha in private today. He should not allow Nana and Oya Stepadonko to compete. Now, or a personal reason. You see, that you know, the whole national headquarters working committee, now I claim there, on your Bolivia, on to Libya, or go to now, I am chairman of the committee, on another thing, the ballot tickets, also only on final picture on somebody because not a regional chairman. I can't check no problem. I think it's not fair. The argument is the man for the best John Wesley or a secretary of the party. Election. In fact, Nana, you know, in Cabo Moda, 2020, in fact, Obia, never in the Abel number of the youth album or the showball other party, I know the native. Yesterday, 2024, near breaking. In those today, and a nipple personal reasons, I hope you don't only Obama whole position, you're watching them. Government whole party entity. I was one watching one. In the other young party yesterday, now you catch the word, that's not the one committee that we was one by him to support the other on one plan and name for yourself. I don't go. Their uncle an election, don't go to another. Now, so I am a committee chairman and we were Central Region. I my salvation. Now, what's in your office? Already, Mr. Kuti, I had to regional chairman. I can't tell you private today. Mama on claim and neighbor. It's your own claim. How can I get you one? Yes.
Anti hono na say entiase enya adwuma.
Sir.
Na ono dibrebe na no opre na
constituency chairman.
Anti say mo kan kwesi say.
There can put you no pay the and almost only to make an and map it also. One more on to Abanibi, one more participate because the man cooking say, one more participate.
Edin tawantawa bi aba wo mpotem ho ana.
And tawantawa bi aba 2021. Eye chairman cooking ya ba enve mo video ha and obeka say who feeding in sansem bi eba na de eba an omu no. Sa branch no mumisa no. In terms of getting a branch and so mo video on the friend no yi na say in fact and no mo so mumisa na. Audio tape kwan na chere say. Ni otutu na no e ka chere na say. Chairman Putin account in the Titano egu. Sa na ba ni no. Chairman Putin is a branch ni gu na ni ma sa tamre no. And that is the problem as you say. That's what you see to her.
Na draw national attention mama e bia national swat de e koso ho no
oy ma ya that national way committee oy Professor Fobi in order no to listen to all these cases our central region them committee no acclaim into obviously national ya aware through that committee they know what is going on a committee no acclaim ben the uncle in fact as an aide to the chairman here meeting me were hoping Professor Fobi offered his voice. Or we will follow up with everything. They are ready to go ahead and campaign and participate in the election. Because already a letter of the Akama, Michael Mason, or committee chairman of Winning Region, they have cleared him and they supersede the committee in our region. It's more one can final. In fact, the Central Regional MPP Secretary, O.S.H. Mason, gave us assurance then. For me, on the secretary to the committee, they have decided that they have cleared the guy. And they are going to put it in writing. But, sister, I don't know why on Saturday, in the war printed ballot ticket, the name of Mada, in Oria, I did your, in the today, national in that house. So, what can I do? So, what disqualify me? What may reasons? Other than that, they should allow them to participate. After all, you're Ghanaian, or your MPP back, on media, on your media or party, you'll be a young party or constituency, or contribute to Nikota, BBI, FSF, or nothing. If I don't think your life, you pay the nature of honor in our pay. Now, so no, the Nipa could be a Airbnb for the watches against the VH. Other man, why am I 2020 year in 2016, that was the first time you really see. You maintain him for 8 years. 2020, the same person. Of the Santamon or suspended for the man unity seating. Now, in 2024, we have resolved to take back the seat. After the MPP who are petition, Nana. Look at what is happening in Parliament. It is because of all these things. Why? How can one man, one person, this sentiment about to affect the fortunes of the party? And then we all sit down and look on. I mean, I say, why should we allow that? Our national party. Okay, the national college. I've been to the other one person. I'm not putting any sentiment. You feel okay. Now, I'm not going to go because it's the enemy. I saw and has been over in India. If I'm going to cease to be a Ghanaian. Answer them. Is the upper and then. So I'm not you go to your uncle. There are other ways of stopping it, and we can apply other means of stopping the process. The internal mechanism, the national one brown and then the clear another one disqualified. Well, they should give us reasons, and then we will be satisfied.
Say just nipa ni mumra bia so dia me giri se mo betimi afamra kwan so na mo siesie asem na medanse yo Ebenezer Spio ye communication team member Central Region Emma MPP amanyu ko meka wo se Vodafone wo mo ka ho bi nti ne ye de ade akye bia dwumadi ebrewo Vodafone ye nim dada enti obi a di adanse se ekoyie pa self service no simple wotimi etua wo bills wotimi to airtime wotimi enquiries my Vodafone app to be didicare ho wobetimi download my Vodafone app e wo Google Play Store and say iOS Store na wa say hello to Toby and our WhatsApp line 050 1300 050 1300 SMS 655 and a Facebook Messenger so betimi the message aba Didicare and my obetimi visit my vodafone.com.gh. Say obetimi ya niema bebre e wo Vodafone so. Vodafone further together. Holland me bambo life insurance and a here. Bosumi bi abetimi the 1 Ghana cedis, 5 Ghana cedis, 15 Ghana cedis, and answer 30 Ghana cedis per month na dia to. Se bi ya won did them. And answer ye be two wa ye betimi ya mausika a sum 30,000 Ghana cedis. And once obedale star 269. Hash star 269 hash ewo Vodafone so no nya sa quick insurance no wo ye registration ni we automatic monthly deductions ewo ho na esa bosumi bia Vodafone cash no so wallet no ni atete nkakra wo de wo se 1 cedi 5 cedi 15 cedis 30 cedis said wo income city no na wo gina so de yaye me bambo life insurance aba said be ye benya bambo ye da chief say life is full of uncertainties bibia betimi esi Holland life ebe cover wo kama na won say ampa life I am covered obetimi dial star 269 hash Vodafone so na wonya insurance papa na de aye adwuma enhyehyɛ ketua bi na ebata ho mami biema kwafo obapa memo achi o
ya no Akosua
na bibia bokɔ de
adom ara kwa na wo so
adom wuliku sweet
me da se
ai uti de me hu bia na maka se ne me nsan kotwa biemu e se me hu de menye no
wait me attack
Mentimi obapa me da fom say ayi ne
no problem say wig no so fatal pa
ai but so wig fatal long Kelly one ni say ya na say Kells unzo oba ko bi pai mu say no so say fatal pa ba we so fatal pa da obokrata be na da wani mu
daily graphic we ni to ya
me so ne twen me kakra na me na obi buahin kodin ko me ba ne ato so na obi buahin deputy general secretary de ma NPP amanyoko no na wo hwe daily guide de obokrata no wode asembia ba asema wode aba ne say deputy speakers can vote we chief Supreme Court na esisa gina ye nti enko gina na adwenkyere nana obri buahin lawyer memoache eba Ade Akye Abia adwumadi eso
nna ba mejo so
ye danse wada wuruma asemo aba ye nyina ye di ho nkomofa deputy speakers so betimi ato aba wo mrahye bedwemo no saa brady Supreme Court for omo review no omo ye esigina ye say ebetimi abaso say na wo hu saa review you hu nsem omo de betu dwe.
Oh, well, it is in the right direction. No answer. You see, a young say, and a young say, ya lawyer for no. Then the no, the other say, Semeko Supreme Court, na anye ya mamia, menko review. And it's very, very dangerous. Oh, review no. Supreme Court no that review powers no trasa so person ko reviewer nema bi na ese ohwehwe say Supreme Court atira na adwene and of course and then be about the inherent jurisdiction the invocation of the inherent jurisdiction High Court will review a few kakrabet Supreme Court latest when be aba ye kan ho asema 2022 ya na say ye can be lawyer for cabo be say invocation of the inherent jurisdiction no afi on so no afi timi adwuma now so review no obekwa eso bi sa ni ma say Supreme Court abua simbi and be asimbi aye no na aye no ba aye mfomso na be ye no nessa say adibi be hwe ye be hwe ne krojen be ma bani ko ho ba ma bani anko ho ba hwe ne ye ba hwe ne krojen ba ma bani anko ho nti ne ba hwe ne ye nti ne ba hwe ne krojen nti akowie benkum ananifa na se ne esi wie ye no eye bibi bofo ya kano miscarriage of justice. And I lay for the catcher say we exceptional circumstances. Indeed, and yet so okay ya brow. No afa okra.
the Supreme Court of Mass and Nanya be a oh, the Supreme Court of Biadia and the Neko review. We are Sadia with there must be exceptional circumstances, substantial miscarriage of justice. Because your April, March ending now April, Soviet Church KCB, Ekoye, Ekoye Benkum, but every review, Eko Nifa. Kenye, Nano and they are in check, Soviet Church, the latest one review of the Supreme Court. Until Bia would be no akope a Savior Church there no Supreme Court bia no de bia ko binkum but we ko review no e ko nifa your back Daniel Foy versus the Ecobank and so Supreme Court no chere baby bia oh had the SSAG review too Supreme Court baby review atum no there must be exceptional circumstances and the decision of the ordinary bench failed to take into consideration in Yamabi. And that failure has resulted in substantial miscarriage of justice. And to that extent, exceptional circumstances. And a review by Yajuma, Minsanamara Nichi Nibio. Nichi said, there be a no. There could be any say. The baby the fair debi, and I debi bankambum, and I debi bejano, and I debi maba benisho. Na so san ko kura no anama be sete anautia be na so a nda kika bomu a enko wie benku me be wie nifa na review ba so in the justiceable like case o wie ye no Supreme Court no bia se Supreme Court no the deputy speakers betin to aba omtin to aba now so do ba be bia wie kura no na manfo bi nbe ro be ko review bi nbe do onko President Muhammad Nano too. Oh, co-review. We are bet here that some line on Chadaka, and that there were publications because I don't cancer. Some co-reviewer had a Mudamunya, no co-review, no Supreme Court, no attraction. I mean, it's in the right direction. Your measuring rod, your society, your criteria be, your society. So what you mean, yes, that measuring rod na that criteria na that threshold na and on a review no beko so when you measuring rod no when you criteria no when you threshold na review no enye so it should be a lesson for all of us but 2022 na no nra bama justice Aboagye review and a Savior Church no enche kra na just say good number of lawyers are aware. What about the Savior Church review? No, so Savior Church, no, ordinary bench decision. Now, because ordinary bench is 3-2, acquire 3-2. Now review no, equal 10 years. Now, some years just a line. Ubenya the criteria, the threshold, every review. It means the Supreme Court no. Sabato, that's a Aboagye na attraction. Move from film. I just in the right direction. Didn't answer your cancer. Yes, I'll tell ya brow. No afakura. What tell ya brow. No afakura. Baby. To the bibi can answer. And turn away afakura. Now they tell ya brow and afakura. And for this one also was demonstrated in opinion Yawasari versus Fullerton and others. And so compare the social. And this is 2021 or 2020. I mean, there are a lot of cases. They break and on review. When review would hold, when review would not hold. I think that's Aboagye. Because I make as a Supreme Court because some your deputy speaker, man pursue so. What about Mamma to be? Because the Constitution of Ghana, no. Constitution of Ghana, no, you speaker, no, enya manyukum ono nkoana enyina mayento abaman o constituency bi nti ko do ajahodie no ono do ajahobe ye speaker no o fi from one in Persia ma o koye by elections so it tells that only the speaker it is a parliament here almost standing orders be now you're inconsistent with an in contravention of the constitution to that extent no that standing orders are here ought to be declared as null and void. Because the Ghana Constitution Abia ye nyina yen satade na de nwakoye mrabise de yeku ye de be bodeja ye ne ye de ho yeku e be bodeja wo standing orders ni mu a sa mrana mo ye se mo be bodeja de anante no inconsistent with and in contravention with Ghana's constitution. Now, let me later say, the canon of Parma, it will generate interest that the John de Babiamo. Well, if you're not dressing now and saying, Ade Interhano, what was addressing? And I will say, hello.
Oh, yeah, me patro meet you, pa.
Well, can't say I'm
Ah, meet you with the
one person of the car.
Meet you with the said, I'm person will come myself.
No one can share.
There be.
That's a make a wall of it. As for that dressing, some lawyers, including Maurice Sample, have raised a point that look, if you look at the laws of Ghana, if you look at the Constitution of Ghana and the laws of Ghana,
okay,
a few of the exposure of nudity, where you know, it's Ghana, and therefore, it's a better than a court. This is the argument by Maurice Sample. As you say, Maurice Sample, you can never move. A few of the dress,
hey, Lawyer, what's so shabby?
Hey, I
social media, pa.
Hey, Nana Tornado, ne Schwarzenegger, ne beef. So you use a few of those one, a few of those dressing. Some are saying, look, the criminal laws of this country, Act 29, and no ocean exposure, and therefore a few of them must be prosecuted. This is the argument of lawyer Maurice Sample. As we saw this, I'm saying, the family man there, with the benediction, my drawn conclusion will be team. That is all. So that is a few of also can say, well, with the few of this is my dressing. My Ghana, but it looks like, honestly speaking, if you look at the laws of this country very well, you look at the Act 29 very well, it looks like I may side with Maurice Sample because if you are defining nudity, exposure, nudity, it looks like Maurice Sample it won't work if you don't follow. But I don't want to say that I'm something with that. Especially I'm going to be one day, person call. Yanko, Justice Abulai, the Honeja Kufibahin, so that is the position. Meaning is because Justice Abulai didn't meet the threshold. Justice Abulai didn't use the measuring rod. About Justice Abulai say, "Ya brow pet, no far because Speaker can say court review. Former President Mahama can say court review. Into also work review. And I could read but no, when God said you are good anymore. No. We are all learning. I was about Metimania etimam distinction between Justice Abulai's case and the Savior Church. So Obibi Samson lawyer, the case in person co-reviewer. Nanaka is a cautious Savior Church 2022 year, none wonder. Nasan Justice Savior Church comes March and then or April year. And a Savior Church was in March 2022. And I Justice Abulai April 2042. You read the two rulings, then you combine them as a lawyer, and that was a review no more than it, and I'm in more than it.
Okay. Lawyer Medanse was Sanchichi Mawde Amaya. Now, you have Simbia, the Daily Searchlight, the Obokrata, the Abao CNP.
All I may.
And Bacho, the Daily Searchlight, the Obokrata.
I make all them now. What's that here?
Oh, say, patches say, dear, me patch, and come be church. Oh, Chemsen and now come here. We make proof in Kranza or 20. Mate. Or te casa and I'm in a minty minka. Mate. Enti lawyer, Nana Kumia suggest to be Biama the Wokrata do Dona de Abase was say, Baumia and Alan take it. Umumi and Nukwa, Sebia Bakoye, presidential candidate, Bakoye Vice, Ebema NPP. emfa ohaw ene abedidie emma bema bibia adwo bibia beye bokọ na ahwe se de baumia Alan take it na ese wutum se nka baumia no ye flag bearer na Alan ne ya abedie kira na akoyie ba ya te se opanyi kodwompie so aka bibia fa ho se obi a won ambition eti onyi ni se saa de no so ebetimi aweke na na yeti o
you know makai na me ya no of course obi ade ni me position campaign no nyam frase be binim from mampusi bukuman e binim from mampusi train driver e binim so from mampusi kala ye whichever discretion in the so it will be good for all of us na mama amanfo bi ehu ne nkoye katasemi me aso so the mampusi bukuman the mampusi driver the mampusi kaya you the mampusi krache bi abdam jitu me the mampusi train driver now it is a very good suggestion. It is a very good suggestion. Now, looking at no, I think it's a very good suggestion. One, and Kebabwa, they come Agian me, come near Agian me, and Quebec Mama Metu, Macau. No, it's unfortunate that Mr. Kodumpian is entitled to his views, not to his. But in Kaya party, penning. Because MPP, you hear the name of Kajompian. Yes, a very strict disciplinarian. Very strict disciplinarian. You hear when you Kajompian here, a disciplinarian. He will instill discipline in you. Uncompromising stand. Or disciplinarian. So, when people like Kwadumpian in the Casa and Kayame in 1959, he was a member of, I think 79, yeah, 79 was a member of parliament. So, Memenahwane. But you know, you're trading. Into all honor the on your argument to ma. It's a very brilliant idea. Mentasa Bibeka say, oh, I was a bonfire Catabera where G. Oh, Johnny, Johnny. It still goes on with my Mampushi 3 Mampushi agenda. For me, that is it. So it's a very good idea. Nana Komias have no kind of. Maybe say in the interest of the MPP, in Kababwa party, the individuals, Dr. Baumia and Alan, Mabentie Abontenso for Bia. Ba Ben question them, Ba one question them. Alan Martin said them on non quantum. Nigireni ho, ne beni ho. Sober reflection. Dr. Baumia questioned them on to prune. Nigireni ho, ne beni ho. On sober reflection. I think it to be a very good combination. Now this is opportunity for you mentioned lanes like Ajikum Kofuo, Nana Dankwa Kufuado, and the big ones, Amabuzia, Elizabeth Ohene, the big ones, no? Akosua Kukudan, no. Vineyard Hotel. There's a hotel be in Kumasi. I know people for case be by Mammy Kokot. But one case, Menegar in Makona. Another case is from lawyer Adoma Piat. And Uncle people for case is correct. In the High Court Kumasi. Vineyard Hotel or mobile. Very responsible and in another black by. So the elders of the party, Nana Sabinum in a half. Nana Sabin in a half. Platinum paying for you go to all parks. Hakumanosu Ajamanum. Or Mamuye am paying for no. This is an advice. They can quickly then you know the bit my boy Mantia Mabuzia on Capo. They can go to her house. They can go to President Ajakum Kufo's house. Or Safuma for them. Advice there. And Nana Kumia can more yet. It's a good advice. And I don't even want the National Council of the party to take up this matter. National Council crowd, they're not above one too much. Kuku Damu Payano or Mushefino. Our monoparty, Yadia, party, Nishu, party, BBA, Kobeshi, woman. All the patrons in the 16 regions. It's a very brilliant idea. They should take it up, yes. I know I'm the bookman, I'm the train driver, I'm the pilot for Mampushi. But I think it's a very suggestion, a very good idea, laudable idea. Party no, MPP ni wa, Abia ni ho. Never caught of Akona or more, Abo Dina announcers and an Obriboy. Kotoko player Bakubi, Kennedy, George Kennedy. You know that you are. I see a woman was hey, Obriboy, what do I want to mean? Shadow and Ryan. No, some of us, my MPP, know I ain't for. Yeah, I agree, I'm a lawyer, but MPP, Namranti Bruma, MPP, Atas Sabra. So, Obriboy is MPP is Obriboy. So, this advice, when you look at John Pian in the Watcher and National, they share the man and the baby. Now, maybe. But I think that good people are President Kofo, Abdan Kwakufado, Mabuzia, Akosua Jemai. This is the time I think Rebecca CK them appear menka. Don't go for going Kumasi on Chapo. They can come to him. They should set up a body. They should set up a body. Council of Elders. And people will call be a friend Council of Elders. They should take up this exercise. It will help all of us. You also from you from and Alan has been going for the primaries for so many years. Yes. But he should think of the fate of the party and his future in the party. Dr. Baumian should think of the fate and the future. Yeah, maybe one channel. Oh, to Jagum for I can't like Seneca Jumpi anymore. I will not agree. I believe that if you present Dr. Baumian as Labara, Mpamacho without prejudice, Nempese Bibeka Adentina Makan Simpamacho at you4 Nenkansen. So if you present Dr. Baumia as the flag bearer and Alan Martin as the running mate, it will make the party very, very strong. Very strong. And more than a part. Then the other contestants or more person for the flag bearership. We can agree in principle that cabinet positions will be given to them. Cabinet positions will be given to them. Mama yam fan say 2024 no. You walk over. Mama yam fan say. Yeah, and now one of the cases I know manager here. Baako nipa baako na samane. Ba many adom apia de. Nipa o mo samane 34. 34. Nipa bia samane samane e wo constituency baako bi ma. It tells you the hard. Now, back when I and say, if a man you look at sentiments and comments, it looks like the BB and ye. But in future, we must sit down and look at it very well. So, my young friend said, try for us like that. No, there's a Herculean task ahead of us. More so when every 8 years, Ghana party now from 92. More so when there's this President Mahama, the COVID fund, more fund next year. Then Dr. Ade Akye Abia, President Mahama Kasa. And if people can even generate to make the government unpopular. The people can do that. People are capable of doing that. Then I don't make us look in terms of infrastructure. Not even Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. At my infrastructure. I think I can go for Nana Kufado. Baba Bedi Maten, then there. Then fine. So it is a very good idea. If I draw my conclusion, it's a very good idea. It's a brilliant idea. I think the party, Council of Elders, this is opportunity I'm throwing to them. Madam Fama neck. Madam Fama National Council. Ben Fama Assembly Working Council of Elders, Bakun, sorry, Wafa Hackman. Wotia, sorry, Wafa. Tia, we am paying for Osafu Mafo. Motia, Osafu Mafo and Hackman and Omoka on the Monomotimi, we are mobile, but until Mabuzi and Tiapo. President and Kofo and Tiapo, Don Kofo Joe and Tiapo. Jeremiah, I like Jeremiah. You are strong. Munina, Monsore, Munina ho. Madam Fi General Midu. Yeah, no, General Midu. There's a Madam for member of Council of State, Northern Region, of Yendi. He's a former road contractor. I'm sorry, the name has just escaped me. No, I'm sorry. No, that's it. Young Shaman say. There's an ethnic group to be in Ghana. What's your one? Or a young Manon say. No, Emma, non coya, you 2 8 year who be you. Mati, Macau, when free her, where were her, when you wake up, where camp, where you say, Yenny buy a Moswono, now your position. Dear Coconan, Satrasia, dear Utikuman Transia in Tonko. Dear Coconan said 2008, Matthew Macanon and Samno. Efra Senia Cassia, dear Grotin for pen paper, constituency with the Yena, constituency with the Yena, every anybody. Yeah, Nankopona Yatra Cran Champa, Yankopono, Abmayan, Segnano. We had 169 in 2017, and about 137. Kure Kukama not on a pumpum, Kure Kukraman not on a pumpum. Dear Nawaba Wono, Yet. We should know, say, look, we are born last 8 years. You are bringing a flat bearer, new one. Until you party the back boom, you present a formidable force. Don't underrate NDC. Don't underrate NDC. And NDC creating an national power. And this is 208. 208, no, you know, an national. And so they were able to put pieces together. So the 280, they need John Rollins, I agree. But they were able to put pieces together. So we need to be very, very careful. Now, coming advice now, dear Bano, we should do away with our individual interests. Now, holistically, we must consider the advice. Then it will move the party forward. Yeah, dear, the bill, and I'm a whole MPP San transfer 2024 beyond that. Young Kokorofu, they come their mind, then the Jibenia. I think it's a good advice.
Okay. Nana Medase.
No, Mr. Medase. If you're about the American, I will say, what's
I saw social media. We are active. We hope our baby.
The son and not another. No, chef, yes, I was the guy. No, hey, Namoja Budon. I think I go for a mobile phone. I think I go for a momo. Where's some into so no way so Namiwa and I was son of a you. I think I'm a momo. I'm saying, where's if they don't need to Barcelona Pro, yeah, you said, now, you say about
and I am our current, and I am our very useful.
Yes, I'm always there. And I'm not American, which I would don't have some back.
Nana, that's
it's our woman,
Mate, Becca.
I monitor them, I follow them.
And then social media will handle your dear.
I mean, cannot be answered before.
Minyan is a who you are, who question Kakra. Mate,
what's address with you?
Nana me dance. Yo, na no obi here Deputy General Secretary de ma NPP amanyo ko me ko mami BMZ1 BMZ ni pato yeti o
ago yo the Democrats are the daily graphic na me de ehwase na graphic de emfoni abahase ya chese dem de chance no Public Accounts Committee na wo mo ekasa na we Biya Mukusa Ali na atwere de afri sunwan de aba na o chese Public Accounts Committee of Parliament wo mo ahye aban enwumako be se wo ha a wo mo wo mantam be ye ensiam organ ha se ese aprosifo enye wo mu hwehwemu pa na committee na eka nyina ene se procurement laws bi ohonomo a saa aban enwumako wo mo abuso na we no 2018 Auditor General's report na ede honsem ebaye suapon ka ho mensi na fe kropon assemblies ahodo no wo mo ka ho na mantam no eye bono mentifia poye Savannah Upper West and Upper East mantam no na committee no no ekɔ asetena ewo sunwane we ya asetena fofora wo makopiem ewo sunwane obo no mantam no emu na no dwadai ene wo mo ehya ase ena chairman ono ne dabedwako no ano Dr. James Kluje Aveji wode etu dwache mu se wo mo anya nwenta so honhom ese wo mbehwe ma aban enwumaku ahodo a se bio sika ede behwe wo mo nsa wo toto no basa ne ade no wo mo ahwe ese mra ene wo mo ebedi pa na amantam ahodo wo mantam matifi mantam enum no ehon wo mudi kan kɔ ekoya asetena eno wo mkoya asetena no wo hunu se saa enwumaku ahodo ye ya ne nyina ya ban nwumaku no procurement mra no wo mo abuso eni se esi ya wo mo eba asetena ewo sunwan no ye bono mantam ho so no wo mo ba behwe aban nwumaku ahodo aban ni sika ne ade ahye wo mo nsam na wo matoto no basa na wo manfa procurement mra anya dwuma no wo mo so wo behwe se emra ene wo mo ebedie Dr. James Aveji esa de ka ho bie no o kire se kane no nanka enfomso eba sikasem mu se nu a ewa banwumaku mu a no omutu wo mfo wom no wom kasa ekiro mo so wom hwe na enfomso aba no ebi ansa si biem wom nkoto wom niema yie ene ho kro ne ba no wom tena se die hunu se saa efutuo na no wom de ma wom no wom mfa anya adwuma just wom ka na wom de agu wom so achi baabi kra enti esi ade ne abam ne se wom behwe se emra ene saa abanwumaku nyina ebedi no nwonwono pa enti ne edi kan wom be de ho ansam ne ho ama ne ebo nyina eba akoma aban lawyer panyini ene asoya wo hwe atenten ne so saa asoya no omde be koma ena afi aprosifo nso so efa edie ewo mu ebi no matimi ahwe ede yi atoye ama emra etimi aye adwuma na sabe ye ma akwan sa wo ya ban adwuma ko aban ma osika sefa de dwuma na wa ntoto ne ma eyi a ye nya wo se kokora ya ye ntimi entwe wasom Mababe PM Kratofeto Sudunsia na Nana Kunadu Ajiman ena wode sa story aba ena watch se ade City Response Team CRT ya Greater Accra Mantami mu womo ebeboa ama haye fe na haye akono kama ye dibinum afa entity mu ama se sei enipa no womo do nyina ya 3500 se sei emu 867 ena womo timi afa entity mu a womo aba be ya chese recruit ya womo eba be ya dwuma na enkramentem ha sei no ye wo metropolitan municipal ena district assemblies makomako aduonu nkron 29 ena wo mantem ha sei ene security agencies ahodo and this 867 recruits you know womo na ebe ka bom aye adwuma ama pepepe yetimi akoso e won kramentem mu ne edika won be traffic nsensem won be boa bi eno dan chanso so a won be ye nkyerɛkyerɛ fa efin ho ena afen so asobrache sunsumu a atiesi nkramentem hanmo womanfo fa obuo ne ani die emma emra ene hyehyeye no won be hwese ni nyina womanfo de be ye adwuma tituru won mo tonton niema e wo kwan ho ba bi eni sa ode table kokosi kwoto ade na ade akwa akosi won mo ne ade ni nyina won be hwe na wo matimi ene wo mo akasa wo ya asobrache ane ahwese mra ene ubedi afen so wo mo e park cars basa ne ade ni nyina incrementum ha womo eba behwe na ye etimi atoyie na wakyerese womo behwe nso aboa ama bylaws ahodo a efa ahonidie ho efa sa cleaning your frontage na se fo ho no ni nyina womo behwe se ebetimi aye adwuma na we no womo kyerese womo de hyehyeye bi ba eba beye sebe emra tipa a ebewi obia bedi so pepepe sene ebeya ebetimi aboa na enkran ahunidi akoso ha afenso yetimi aduadua enua na yetimi enya mframa bebre e won kran ha no sei ediwe no womo a tetete residential areas ne womo a only private properties na afi public institutions ne awodo womo nyina ehu ebomu bia womo so ebeboa amasa clean your frontage etimi eniswade hono no etimi abem kama pa na me bakratofa to so dunson ewo the daily graphic do bokrata yi emu a mabepie mu ewo efom hono mo asamodiodu e na atwa sa story di aba na o chese CPP amayoko no na emu ehuru no na amayoko no mu empanyifo bese enum ena sesi ade yede wo mo ema prosifo ya mo mu bail ese nyame ya adomo a mebosom ya yebekwa kwawura mu no ne da etoso edu ebaako wo mo moden a se wo besan aba aprosifo akache na wo mo ne aprosifo etimi aba behie mu atwenkomo na ne nyina ne se sa enipa enumi wo mo ye empanyifo mo da CPP amayoko no ano na ne kokoba ene se CPP dwemtani na Akosua frempoma sapon kuma ena okọ report wo mo ema adabraka prosifo asemi nyina ne se chairperson ese wo mo akansem bia gu ne ho fi wo ma dinatem ena okọ report ema prosifo na no edwada no ena prosifo eto nsa efresa enipa numi ne nipa numi ne eye general secretary na ya achempem dwantoa afi national organizer yirimambo Moses Ambing, National Treasurer Emmanuel Opariado, National Women Organizer Hajia Aisha Sule Futa, and a National Youth Organizer Osekofi Aqua. Na no na adabraka prosi fortune so enokre CPP mpenyufo numi womoto nsa from so womra no metro mu statement efa ensamwa na saponkuma kuma chese womaka de afa no hagu no fi no eho eti prosi for echemu asese ye charge womo na emom no ya mo bere se womo nyame ya adomo a May boso me de to so enum edu baako 11 May womosa inform ho emekere aprosifo.
Okay, BMZ we de mama ma ho me so kakra na afa mi nkodwa so enkodi nkomo kakra na Negotiated Benefit Trust Company NBC Ghana Trust ene e kamfo ma wo se obi a wo pese wo ye insurance eto ho ma wo daache wodi sika kakra to ho retirement package de e ya de papa wo mentna ho nya akokora na se nya bere wansa ansa na wopusu ho eno nti Negotiated Benefit Trust Company NBC Ghana Trust ene tun sa frese retirement no a na de kakra toto hwa na etimi aboa am wetimi akowanim ebro so se we invest towards your retirement etide bia me pemi dream car me pemi dream house na enso afie no wonya wia ento aduane ma wonni biem o rent na wontua biem de na enso so no ento aduane ma wonni na emom no wode kakra toto ho a wasi ufie wie na wodamu no sika na wode to for retirement no na eno so ahye won kakra wo ba na wode wani ato no so no ebi enru ho na aba no kra wonya adwuma nyɛ anase bi afekra na waware foforo a wahye abrabo ase a oje da ma atusre eti wode obeden ekoka no ho a emfa eti mesrew se fa kakra to ne contact Negotiated Benefit Trust Company sesia na wo muntimi emwa wo enhyehyɛ ya wodo wo de aba akwa mu nyina no NPRA for agiatum enti frɛ wo mo 0560 029895 eye 0560 029895 woko nbcghanatrust.com wobenya nsɛmfo bi esefata NBC Ghana Trust, leader in people benefit in Africa. Eti wankasa wo ye die nti ene ye de emma wo serbe ye beboa na edi ye die nsuso abrewo. Na sciatica expert eye 21st clinic ena 21st clinic nso eye sciatica expert. Sciatica eye yarebone woto ase ehyanse efri wo sisi achi na afa woto ase entini no a ebesi wo nase no emutimi ka wo se edwe eno ne yefre ne sciatica. Wo mo ye expert ewo Ghana ha no eye 21st clinic. Obi obeka kire wo se o na ye sciatica expert no woboa eye 21st clinic nkwa obi abo bia bedo resrade a disi osua preku wo mo pese wo mo suasua no nenso emfa ye wo more than 15 branches ewo Ghana ha ye de som Ghana for eti unya frey ewo 0540311311 na wodem 0540311311 na 21st clinic eye clinic ankasa hospital a wokɔ hɔ a yare bi ti se stroke omo ye ho ade panti wo de hye bi wo hɔ na ne fa baabi adwodwo na wo pɛ baabi a eno anso be frɛ 0540311311 ana diabetes hypertension yare bi omo ye ho adwuma na mum de ama o ma gidi kɛse pa no eye sciatica. It is from expert in sciatica expert. 21st clinic branches ni bi ewo Takra de ena Koforidua mo Koforidua na mamo ha mo ho mankran enkran de no wodomi pillar 2 ena Kumasin so ehwan overseas. Sciatica expert 21st clinic nso eye sciatica expert friend was 0540311311 0540311311 mamema number 1 immune booster kakra na anope fadwojo ho wate menim baabi a wonam na anu a covid bai wo hu ebo manfo fie na fie pa na nenam wo manfo mu pa enam covid nti nanso so Timothy Ekachire said God has not given us the spirit of fear, but of power, of love, and of sound mind. Enti eni kwanse ehu bon sa na emomu no ye wo honhum mu afam de wo ye na honam afam de wo ye enti honhum mu afa wo de ho ahye nyame nsa no na wo dwell in the secret place of the most high God no na afa physically no honam afam no na wo nom number 1 immune booster aye fa ne police ni na duro no imbus herbal mixture imbus herbal mixture ye duro a ye number 1 immune booster wo Ghana ha e ma sojafo na ekoma wo no immune system no wo mutimi gina wo na so fi se obi a wota yare yare sesi a na waboho sesi a na wayemre ekyesa asojafo no omobo ho ba hu se o mai bia wo soldiers no omo na territory no omo ne protect ye ema bibia ekoye enti wonso territory no a ewo wo yemu ne nipadua mu no omo ye ho adwuma no ye immune system omo ye mrepe no wayemre enti number 1 immune booster aye fa ni imbus herbal mixture eno ne adura wono ma yare nketenkete infections ne ade chronic diseases akodo nyina no na watimi asia no kwan so wo pe number 1 immune booster imbus herbal mixture police ni na dura ewo health alert organic shop Vision 1 FM St John's and afiso Madina Post Office First Atlantic Bank in Chenho Ekus Pharmacy wa Shama Wedama Pharmacy wa Shama herbal shops wo kanshi Tribe of Judah herbal wa Akosua Tenate shops ahudo dependable herbal home and afiso herbal shops I wo Ghana omutunto nro no wo benya imbus herbal mixture police ni na duro no wo mo number wo di adwuma wo betimi etu bia ton eye 0246208496 eye 0246208496 and 0540710113 0540710113 TBM 0540710113 we number 1 immune booster imbus herbal mixture a soldier fo wo ni paduam obi a wone de nyawo de ne mo ho ban se de be ya emfa yare ene abenedie bia nso emre wo na ye koyanimo no na me se enyam papa bia obenya da so won se ye ye adwuma me Akosua Aboagye me pa adwuma Isaac owusu aduo me pa adwuma Abigail woman of faith o pa adwuma tikese pa adwuma Abeku Santana pa adwuma obi a pa adwuma pa adwuma penhye na obi bua he pa adwuma penhye nanso ne nyina achi no se wo ye adwuma wie na duro numre na pese wo koda se wonya empapapa na wo da so no wa comfortable empa me kan form anopa yi eye latest foam mattress it was a latest foam no enye broni wa wudie me se broni bi wo ho a ne pet eye kraman ne pet eye wo kra ne pet eye wo eti wonimu a wonim se wo da mpa no so wadwodwo ho nanso anadworo ho ansa wo da wo nchen wonso da ye bia na kraman di wachi adentia broni wa wu mattress na de enko hia be enko a anya bia kakra obetietia na obekɔ latest foam anya mattress papa ne border form de eno de obetimi aye adwuma bebreba a wo tepenten kwai ede na wo pe kakra obedie ne ba bia de uti beto enti latest foam ena me kamfo de ama wo senya bi na wo da so a wo ho beto latest foam MDF bed no wo ho se the wardrobe no some wardrobe no se me kope bitopa says drawers ya ye ho ne ma do so ye ma do so ne ade ntu hia ye says drawers na de ne ma hyehyem kama enti ebeboa na 6 drawers wo ho and na face 3 drawers and na side drawer coffee table center table and na dresses ni nyina eye adwuma latest foam ebo branches bebre e wo Ghana ha ekoyie oyerefa branch no nso eye bawolashi ebe mosque no udru ha na aye adwuma latest foam your partner for life and na ye kuremu Power Specialist Company, where the Mr. Moye, Power Specialist Herbal Hospital, where insu ye hospital. Na sa hospital we no, wo mu ye adwuma pa meka ho asem kakracho ne mum, ma memfa obatampa mransa, ma minkodi nkomo bi mra, mi wi amede ene obatampa nyina nso ebeba. Mi kodi nkomo na mi ankasa me wofa, eye honorable Efrifa Yamoa Ponko. Emre bi etwemu na wo ye MC, eye MC ewo Ejoso Dwaben. Me wofa ye MC ne me kosra no. Sabre mi kokumase koye woman to woman to mi wie nam so we de ma memfa me wofa ho e se me wofa me na net Hello FM e wo kumase na wo ba ne abon koma nti a kire na wofa ehu ya ne se wofa ya na MC ne se ne enkoche ya wofa me ko ye nso wofa ne mi di nkomo kama mama brabo mu adesua bebre ti me wofa ono abo afifa ya mo aponko de menini ho agro wa ba homa no so wo ye NDC ni na odina Ejoso Dwaben ana wosi wo manam wofa Mema achi anopai.
Yebru Akosua.
Na bibia boko de.
Bibia de bede na eboko. Bibia ye boko kra.
Bibia nya boko.
David.
Adentia.
Niema fei. Akosua fe abrabo no. Yefo Nyankopon de yepama ye.
Okay.
Ena ye namo asasi isu. or the upper my seeing two see leaders. Our mobidianim na yanso yamobra na okotu su leader o untatawu omo hwe de so boni na eba o manu afai mobianyintum ene amenkoyi enti abrabon de akosenye.
Oh, then you will lead the Yana Bro Free Senior High School, ne 1 district, 1 factory, or Dibia Brewi, was sign a man national health insurance at Kenya and Hui. I did planting for food and jobs in Ababe County. Yes.
Make us soon. We mean one view.
Okay.
Free SHS M1 or my way.
What didn't you know?
I mean one view.
I didn't know fair cancer.
If you say free SHS, no. Sɛ wowɔ nkwadaa a wɔn kɔ bia anaa wo ne awofo no bi kasa ya na wɔn kɔ adi sɛ free SHS bia ni hɔ efisɛ sika a wɔn tua no sesei no ɛne mpo nnuane a nkwadaa no di wɔ school no hwee nkyerɛ sɛ free SHS bi ɛyɛ adwuma wɔ ban yi ɔho akɔyɛ biribi te sɛ adeɛ no wɔantua ka enti deɛ pɛ ɛne yɛde ma wo. And you are making, sir, what would be Gary? I be a day several a school for me. Will be what would trouble social media. Now, part of war. Nkwadana Biani or Mudian. Say, Unkoya. That idea be only yanka. Textbooks in the hot. Fee Bibia Basa. Tables in Kumia. One better swing. It is not free SHS, no, I can say. Free SHS, no, any free by any way. Yeah, Mummy and Pam can crew. A populist a year, a coup for the buy, yeah. What they both look on a Ghana for, they bring a wolf for this war, a baby Ghana for this was, oh, a free sword, my poor Ghana, no. Many president here, many free SHS, Abba. And Kwadako school kwa edidi kwa but in reality no any man is no anya ade papa adentina obi one no asof we especially Reverend Mate wadaso Ghana ha cause you want to think like you Reverend Mate wo
wo
catch some me say uncle heaven
hey
Reverend Mate never ever uncle heaven da
hey edi enti na wo kasa na say heaven no heaven no obeti ni din abobi de preach but onu amu ni nansi woda na say heaven nya na abekire nyankopon na bekire
oh na me na mekire nanso obi beko heaven awu
ofa
catch Reverend Mate uncle bi da heaven that man uncle because in kontompo dabraba no kure wode na bunsa ho hypocrisy ena wode ye dwuma eno no nko asofo no bebre ka ho omo nko heaven eye do mo bedie ena omo ni na mo asase so na wo mo preach hunu a wo mo betie ni tie mo musika to mbotom but they will never go to heaven anko Reverend Martin be kai onko heaven da if you say enye di hu nyankopɔ pɛ ene wo ye
ba say me wa fa say wa wonim say heaven de wagye Yesu Kristo adie na wo ye nyame apɛde no wono na ekoro na eno so nyame na bɛkyere enti agya wo heaven yi wo na abɛkyere say wo bi obi bɛkɔ anase obi nkɔ
de mi ni say de wo kan no obi a wagye Yesu Kristo adi say ne kra ne na de nkwa a o ka no korɛ ohun sabe ni efita wo se efita
na bia no kore nso no wo kan na anya mode
Reverend Mate ka no kore enyansafo no we enyansafo na ba bokro no sei di tumu tumona via sika ye ne ma enye no wo mo no wa ka se wadi Yesu Kristo di
ba se honorable se wa o kan se nyansafo no we no wa mo party bi adian na
o party bi di wo se MPP enyansafo no we ono mra maju o man no
eno de yante no
want you media me I was here wouldn't want you media me He catch him Mr. Uncle Heaven. He's just wasting his time. Yes. It is a soft one. One that's what they had one. Hypocrisy as a woman. Woman Papa no munye. Woman winukwe, woman cano. They are all joking. Woman in a diablo. That you went on a bufusiano, a bad woman so back. Ubia waka be a Ghana. A practically a Ghana for so fast is Ibian. A bufusiano, a bibe banisubi. If you said no correct, asa.
Na ofa edie na ekoso Ghana ha wo de wu susu se eniema enkoyie wobra na mekan aban yi ba ye policies awodo odi egu akwam wo de free senior high school no wo di kan kasa wo de wo mpene so but wo mo a wo mo nya ho mfaso de wo mo se ya de papa ekoyie ma wo mo
obi e ni wo nya ho mfaso
eh
abia no obi da bi akoso in reality no abia no nya ho mfaso na so wo piesika oboka mo dan kaneno na ewo kra
na se nkoda ye bi kra kwa awie twa ebi akwa awie twa san eko university
wonu koto question papers de bre wo mu a wo mo etu apoma wo mo to soro re no and wo mo twa no for the first time in the history of this country WAEC was compromised because of this free SHS akufo ado bibia koyie we and one who report to be a US what would the about Alpha Ghana judiciary hono? But one was there.
Me too.
But one only.
Minyan hui.
Oh, ma kwaso bogan pebi man a kind is here.
Me ma is a kimpebi mami ohun.
What must say Ghana judiciary no a practice nakata share bribery and corruption at Dokru Ghana judiciary. Won't be say be down. We didn't see Ghana da. So what the man when you do this year, you know, and you're corrupt. Yeah, any another oh. So judiciary you're corrupt. The other chance judges, you know, and you're corrupt. What the assembly call those cancer, what's in the shop. That's all what they've been. I mean, and then one ever, I'm not paying at all.
Ani won kwa no nya bia kenkan me de menya bi o
ani ka Ghana we man the kimpe man here na kai and a fresh yes ba no anopa ya eda ho so Ghana judiciary highly corrupt
info company be na ye anase research organization be na ye sa research na aba anopa ye
research you for ya to say ye are you for ya nyama from US
asa wontimi modin
so you know menu kasa bi hu dia me dia to ba wo de ko Ghana we da ho obi a wo tie bia be hu
na unima hu se mayen ni nkomon fa wabo EIU report no aboso e ba ye e mosom bibia kire se MPP for class wo so kra wo masom e na mo nso masom bibia kire se NDC se ye to aba 2024 no ebe koyi ama mo pa na emom san de suggestion bi ba se se be boa mo ama mo nkunimdie na ba ntem no munya fresh candidate ya enka ebeboa ye ni hu nkomo kakra
fresh candidate ya fa ya mo opon ko nenko o bi buso mo Akosua sanse bisa
na de opeso ye flag bearer
na ya wa ya candidate that ho
because me se kwadwo bonso yi ni ti ba unyi wuti
kwadwo hwan kwadwo bonso yi ni ti o kwai ozo kwai
awo be pre a flag bearer ni bi
eyo ya man akwaba Akosua ya wa candidate dada John Mahama 2020 elections no on winning na Akufo-Addo VM the men say VM ma Akufo-Addo there is no need, there is no sense in it to say you be changing John Mahama you be go there na empire ya bo an say John Mahama better say bia uncle. Oh, na akwaya semo amaye. But you say bibi eteso beko. It already you were a candidate. Here you report no. Oh say e buy answer na bia ti o mo sabi we yaba. E frakadam, eni pa bi da ye sabi no. But you see because your mama can show. Obia obeka say ye bese sa do Mahama no na o so da ye go di agro.
ba se bi nso busa se mo de na ba pen na wakọ na mo de ne ba na ansa mfa enti ede afoforo na wo ne ho nti e be ma Ghana fo aka se we de ye be san to ama no obi si eye agentia dada
unim wono an ye de no ba ko so ye be kasa ma de ya tekura wono an esa mpani fo so busman mi ye ko no prensa be ka to say 2020 no do ma we ni you ton do ma won the elections and one via mu di mensa or kwa na platoon so that for platoon what to be that platoon so that for 25 to be the key ba me di mensa na wa obi a wo ko ba bia so that for do a chisa no o ko do so bolo na to bia no ko abetini anom because of ade oye no ena eja ebi afia ban nyina mpanimfo various governments any presidency for the woman to mo so nyahwe bodi mo nkomo anim it is any panu e de no ko e no win 2020 no akosi agwon won e de no go no matter go bi abeka bia na bi just abia ni say from ma won e de no go to ya wie period stamp
na wo de wo mfa ho se bia mo ton na ye beto anase ye nton na ndi ehia mo anu ansa mo de neighbor mo ton no ye beto
ya ton 2020 ya wo mo poma no bruso ana krono GBT alatani was only GBT ne wuru wo mo de say ya de no edi ya kasa 2024 no enkwani amodi ne hia wo mo nsa mewiem ne enhwe agosia baba enye dako pe ne nipa ba enye dako de bego what 2024 da wo mo nsa bewiem na wo mo nsa tutuo nkofobia kwasisi soja fo atade akotu tutuo wo tetimani ade ni dabi NC
nese ofa mo amugitum se 2020 de no mo amamani ana ho mo amugitum se mo amanya mu fie adwuma yie meboa
akosia tada bia woni timi da wo pa so de awia wo se bia se ebi se bi wo na babia na tumi wo so atinye ntani ho you see ya ni da ho le mo msabe o kan ye no de nia de opa wo wia wo no wono so timi device with a means bi but say ye hu atra ye hu abro so eti the person who can say oh and you said the sex amoye no 2020 mo nya bio kosia 2024 a
destiny year
yes
destiny year for NDC
oh yes
as I say
no hands down ya di Mahama neba na Mahama be when election na say the president will Ghana abio
ba won say wofa of a bika say obakra 4 years and 4 years na dia na obetimi aye because 4 years na oba aye
let's get to the bridge
okay
and you know how to cross the river
sir
no they said no because constitution no ambiguous on that score abin funu be chiri mu yi se sa betia maybe abin mi wogidi say obasa ko bi constitution is clear on that it will continue to be interpreted
okay na officer wo aban modern bo a obo aban de ogidi se wo bo modern na wo de hwema mpanyi dada ebra na ote adwa so ne wo ye no a wo de toto ho a wonyi ni sa aban we wo soro sen mo we ye the record na to we de the record to we de the record na to ha ebetimi ya biti mo
akosia record no kemu be mi no permanently emode mo no obody bi de en
na me kan sa aban ni so the free senior high school about planting for food and job
aban no na kan wo de wo
sa aban ni policy a wo de atodwa no
na wo free HS no wo
free HS de minim se wo ho se no de ye ma akobi a wo mantua school fees
menim se makonta no bibi woni nsam ti wo ba de on ko free HS but one more come buza wo mo say explain akwata free HS ɛyɛ nada ɛyɛ frakada yɛne yɛbɛba bɛyɛ ne yie drɔma waka wɔsɛ you give 2 billion to the free SHS. Of course, drɔma must started free SHS by making sure say what the infrastructure who fed the panel your akobu school no what was do more quantity in the accident could was it FNB baby sisi adaya kasi sisi adaya wo ye ede adano away edia na we no mo ye was it papa ba ko no was atu ya ko to say planting for food
planting for food and jobs
but what is a crab and free China what is because you have to be so government money do
some of us out there kawasa meet you nti bibia se na mabusa o
because they Ghana crab and you free China
abasa wonim se covid ba ye amai bebre akwa hohihiam audi adanse
the China no na covid di free ba ye no wono watumi adua bantiama na boro so di bi ba krom na wo covid no free baby na beto won won't be near banti cause you kuya no ade a efu wo mpa no bai no ade a efu wo mpa kuani bia obusa no beka to di banti wo twa dia na di se fo mo waja woko adi wo don wo wa no wo banti wo be fi frabo ene banti ko e bi ni Ghana wa beka se what is it what Christian democracy was the planting for food na way and nobody ever to me say and tomato everything tomatoes Burkina Faso and here ba no ba na what you mean na man ko hokofo ba me ba ko ye popular pa odi wo mo wo ko body to akulu planting for food
so nim nanu ya African Development Bank be kan say food crisis no e be fa ba bia Africa ba bia obi amoabo no ho yie yes
be matna alata be munda Nigeria matna ho pa matna ho ayi teacher din ayi so many things ho Nigeria eye oman bia oman kase pa wo mu bibie but me say duane aso to Nigeria da wo
ada duane aso to Ghana ha
that wo sorry ye aduane wo ha
aduane wo so wo sika nko ade abenya biato
wo sika abenya biato na wo ni sika e obebu ada
ba se Bible crossing say nya adwuma ni kwan se didi
and sani bebere ye adwuma nso sika no amunya bi obi tibi di birthday for kwofo o mo abafie no obi tuo mo ka no odwan kan enti sansa no akoye adwuma bata enya aduane ani
so wo ye adwuma de a adwuma ye de wo na de ama na de agiska
adwuma ni bi wo wa obeye ena o man mo onti strike di de be ko so yi o ko
aban bia so strike bo ana wo fa me bo aban bia strike yete ho asem
kosie napko yase be bo so men so ana bi o wodi yenti o muka enuma ni bebre o gana num oh necessary teachers allowance ni betua where dot akam wontimi ntua ene me no kasa clock sack no civil service no what form about 70% they are on strike because abandoned nanu koka so betua ibia mo wo mo ntua eno wo mo chairman no I think the guy is a very strong guy but person could be jakra by politics or you very brief okay throw was yeah so so one TC kana mayani ya ko adwuma no period
ana make sense of aban bia yeti workers doctors yeti ni nyina allowance e maye
ena ba bia panifo so ye di hia ansa na de fata ye di hia ansa na de fata what is the MPP one primary no one start of more ye no kwa one say billions of Ghana cedis no what is a baby atoku baby akasa sika no nti ntimi de sika ko da do bodu wo bodi sika ko baby a sika ne ta ho akwa bi wo kuma so ya tafo ya fra ne ta ho construction eta ho
na ofa ebi mo ka se crisis aban we ya face no NDC nka mu face bi anka Ghana kura nka atete se kontibe
crisis be na
ebi ti se COVID-19 ya 2020 e ba ye ya aman nyina shut down wi na Ukraine Russia wo ya be ya amafa ngo bo kosuru yi
COVID-19 na ma wo mo ni sika pa COVID-19 wo mo dia via Ghana COVID-19 na aba wo bo ya ho maso because sika no ba yi no mo via sika ene wo mo ni pa na kom ya TV so President Mahama ko kasa COVID-19 sika no se ye dia bom ye improve no wrong mo audit yenza adenti mo so audit no
abanse ayi ofa Ghana ha auditor general ho oman ni bia wo bu ho akontanti aban ni ntimi escape sa de wo pe auditor general be audit
Akosua in a more critical times no we ye bibia ehia Ghana fo Anna, a whole former president, he has been in the saddle before and he knows how these things work out. All Akosua no more prove what was said. COVID is become more. It is yeah, what the president answer. There could be parliamentary probe. There could be independent auditors.
So obi kasa debia offer opposition leader.
But let us prove John Mahama wrong by auditing that Yes. And you seek by billions. Not proof of the day over your
and necessity wa for muji of our kumasi wafa wafa wo kumasi sika ba ye se wo kai kumasi bia ye ka se nkrofo nya adwuma yi hantuma afofo bebrebe yi hwe nipa hwe askwai so mu hwe nipa ekogu ho hwe ka ban boy ye ene ma o subsidize ye electricity a wafa se ja wo kana mi kire mu a kire wo se wo sika no mo di na me se wafa
and go for the years canoe. What did you think of the Kufuado? I don't go for Yata. What more we are? Yes, we did that. Yes, you're here independent probe.
Okay.
Parliamentary probe.
Okay.
To audit the accounts of the COVID money. One more any panana come here, one can pay. Okay. Now, Mama Kokasa, no, I don't think that's what we can be dinner. You improve it wrong. Na mommy audit it. And Nana Kumia Mebuni pa. Omo Nana Kumia MPP.
Okay.
Omo
ene kansem. Mate.
State Transport Corporation Omo managing director no. Very sensible. What can you answer? Was it na mo tna na da bia ye beka say ye disika ye improve sa de no. And the forces of Mufanya and Tuawunku. About what he has none here. It will be seized where your mop or your mop will go and what will come back. Because you have been finding
Matuofa, Mammy found see hey.
Yes, you cannot. A more Yagana. A bit see though.
Well, for Mammy found see another copy this way be no.
They say what we are covered this canoe. About way calamities you are facing the other. What are you talking about?
But so for calamity in the other buy, and
she cannot buy you. She cannot profit at the player. Why?
Okay, Mate. What for Mammy found see?
What do you mean? Say?
Oh, I said, worry.
It's perform Bokrono, every year, a bubu man.
Would you ever say to us?
A bubu man, what they are wedding I can see a wall.
Offer with the men fan for offer. It offers our bear warrior. Offers our bear warrior. ayu ba be ware na wonya be ma wo ware no a na wo mu kra ye mfa ne se bi kra omunye president na se wo munye yi kra se wo mu wa omu ware omu ye ba we kra na ye simple kama ya hu ne shepa bia
empanifo se kwati ade efe
na bi kra kasa na president pa na ne ba kra ye word na ye simple sa no
sikani ho a wuntimi ne saa
oh ofa mate
ni kan ha wabba vieti kasa kufu adu abai
mate wofa medase mate meda honorable afrifa ya mo aponko former MC ejuso joabe meda no ase na mami nkodi nkomo bi emra Menya Perez akwa wo ya aspiring youth organizer Achiase constituency na mene no akasa Perez memo achiba Ade Akye Abia adwumadi eso
yo mini aba meje so enano pay
medase ya te se mo de injunction bi ho asem bi aba abato no asem ne te se pa
yo mini aba medase ma me fa kwanya so na menchia eye okay FM etifo nyina ene kwa mini aba party e de hihye e baaye yen so ya won ne enhwe ye betimi etina eye constituency na anem so far as MPP eye consent e wa ha nti enkata ene no me sepata bia ye de company fo enim na minaba ye de enkata se company fo enim no empanifo se yenjina chi takra yenye ti no ne se yenye ti nia ne se o ya disqualify no party no esa de se ye to se mentem wasi bia be bia ne se wa akwanya se o se ya appeal minaba anamo we na no eye me ne dok yetu tempo empanifo fa yenka bi chere se okay mo let of appeal mo ba no say ni se na go empanifo ensu yempo na eya kwa se enidanwa de bi ene ekoso minaba MPP as a political party no eya dodo ama yiko ye de mra ene tikire party no le senti ye de mredi enti ye hade na ekoso no so a na eya kwa se bi empanifo e de se kai gana kachi na wo se ye de fa na kwa so enti tu anamo ekokofo dia high court ene yakote eye injunction ya ba to eye election so me kan sa minaba eye party hwehwe ewo Achiase constituency se kanyame adom etina se nka eye omoto aba no nyame adom etina Achiase abato no enya ade edeba so nyame adom a on the 5th of May ye lawyers any committee no any eye party no ebi hia wo court until say ye hia na court nka bia ne de minaba Achiase constituency eye MP tama yiko ne de enya ade nyame adom etina no abato no eba so ha
Intima kwa kwaji court injunction di atoso.
Minya ba be pacho ane.
Na sa party no won hihye wo ho anse bia bibi kura ankoyi amamo a mo betimi ayi mpanifo asutire betimi constituency level wo ho regional level wo ho national level wo ho sa processes a party no edi agu akwan no mafa so ene maduru court sesi yi.
Minya ba me de sa wo kasa se me. Party na mo bi osi etu bia no yetu ansa na ye du court no ye we se party form penifo be ma yakwanya no na ensemba ko mienu bi ya kire penifo ama ye sa akwanya no enti yeso party ne ye emra party ye de emra tese party ne su se be bi ebiti ma boy no court
say hwan ho asem na eda pasu ya akofa court ho asem abai
minya ba se de meka ye na omo disqualify no ho asem ye kan enti no se dia asem no minya ba wo court no ya na court nsem no ya na e wo de kakra enti ya ji ndanhye ya serve bi o se serve bia international eba region eba constituency no ye two star na money na ye committee chairman wa say ye oda MC aye madam Victoria Edu ye also the letter man na mi de mu odidie se de ye mampani eji ready na oye memeni na ono so de nkofo ba ko menu picture eto se omunyina mensi manon saa so ye gidi se ye mame Victoria Edu nso no eji emredi nti so je medi dia ye mu bi no we don't expect nyame adom etina no o mode mra no be show mo nsem na omokoto aba no so ode mra ne se ne nsem no omokoto aba no dia na se bi onunya ba eni dia se fata so do mo mampani no o ma afama no eni dia se fata ne de ma party no so nya afama no na me de no wogidi se nyame adom etina abato no nya de ba because court edi injunction atoso e ma nyame adom on the 5th of May eni ye lawyers eni committee no ebehia
wadawruma edien nyina so because party de se wo vetting anasa se disqualify omo ma o reason ti omo disqualify mo e dey reasons no mo gina so e dey yi mu free mu ama mo dey asem yakopie court yi
Minaba, we the better kakra and okay FMT for said the kaka no asemono akopie court no message say ya na court in semno ya na e wo de kakra to the wada ro minaba
me fan hange ho mate ene Perez Akwa medase yo Perez Akwa aspiring youth organizer Achiase constituency na me pese reason a party ne de man no na nko chire mu na nso wo se I work court nti wontimi nyima so chire me kwa homa no so na me ne owura John Board we general secretary de ma NPP amanyoko na sansem yi wayi ano amaye opanyi me mu achi eba Ade Akye Abia adwumadi so
mejo so na mo ho chisan anope
oh nyame adom boko yo enope central region ye ko ho ekodi nkomo efa mabato amoboabo mo ho amatui na nipa bi a wo mo se yi wo mafiri mo nte wo ho ase asan ko Achiase ho nso so Perez Akwa ye na kasa wo se ya disqualify wo munti wo makọ court ama court de injunction ato abana ebeba so ochina no wada roma ensem we abepie wanim
Mechia echefo nyina okasa some we are central region o kan wambo constituency din ntimi hu baby poten a ho asema hoken
and ekumfi
so far
okay
yes started polling station in electoral area menti omo ho asem ba kokra nti nanka baby mienu na nanka ha adwen for central region KEA and Himan Lower Dentra. Horna na problem kaka ewa mpeni for edimujuma nanka aguna east aguna west and so that honi nyina bibia akoyi nti kumfi de efumunu ankaza mente ho asem bia because you started processing in that time I share region for me and customer region several times to listen to them to know what is going on your reps or honing them and see so far they mean TBBA and you wanna all catch MCC as BBC with a chance so constituency now Abrantena on the casa also constituency youth organizer.
I say aspiring youth organizer Achiase.
Aspiring constituency youth.
Constituency youth organizer.
And the apply for the contest.
And also nyo no nko omodoso kakra na.
There so no asem na heka.
Okay.
Omodoso said.
O say ase nipa be miensa bi omo aya disqualify omo no mo na omo call court no.
It is a constituency youth organizer because constituency no you be a nomination oko na oko vetting na the vetting results ba na won kan ho a your appeals committee a no wo ho a obekọ oko no kra po na se and also still omo say omo UFC ma still no to ba national am I show and to engine say because our process no engine is ended. Say ending no court there, not see a different matter. But if I may guess, it may not be consistency. It may be an polling station, that be. And but you see, sometimes in our party, no, and who don't join a party, any party they can't call. And see, say, a problem. Na okay, ya sheshe. Say, if I say a 12 50 or a couple secondly. Now, okay, a day before I caught 12. Me who in Junction be a me who will be on for the Biamba, my name, one of them, but the okay, say, no credit. Now we are party name up. Party and Janin Corbett, party war headquarters anytime I could be a minya letter. Ade Akye Abia I have a system in place, whether I'm there or not. Mr. Beka be biara ebaho. Na maintain yet alternative dispute resolution committee so. Omatrase, Madam Cecilia Dapana chair committee. Omatrase, fiti almost about a month ni. And then I'm saying I'm report by. Now, so what problem be our constituency? All these avenues are there. Now change now a day before. Now the court. Now the injunction are court and exercise start here. Now o party ni na o ye no na ase anything. So yen si obi a ho kwan say or the asem the court. But one internal process the resolve asem. Until the asem court near share na adwene taichi is to distract the party, to bring the party down and bring the image of the party. You did assembly we and also your process I do the film as a party member.
Mikrami Busan say disqualification reasons bena yede ma won because party dey say umpo wo covet na bibia ye kyerɛw die nti ye wa firim bibi sa wo ho na wo se wontimi nka na o mo de ye court asem enti na amama ntimi emmiemu anko na yenim se enche mo baba beto aba constituency elections no de niema na mo de asisi ye se de be ya bibia be koso se de wo kai wano de ama mo party no
said me catch fiti ochna ekopem 2nd May no constituency annual delegates conferences ewo bibia ya polling station in the area coordinator elections day we no nyina baso and each and every constituency to data omo ebeye be start ochna be be and be kwesi be joada kopim say omo nyina be wie 2nd May. In terms of racing, the electoral commission, because Mrano Act 574, Emma Hokwan say, constituency, regional and national officers of political parties, electoral commission, and supervise on elections. We've gotten in touch with them. They are also in touch with our constituencies on the ground. Almost a situation. Baby, started almost the end. The others also ever to us. See, racing the enemy you turn almost 10 and 10 them. Best and Sunday now watching here. Almost say one side they put in. Come, the share could be worried. Na say. At the end of the day, no, never na consider no na and shedder materializing. Elections, no, Basso said the United States.
Na opanyi na wo the daily searchlight de obokrata story bi da ha se na akomia akuma suggestion na se wo kire na dwene se mo party ni ye die ne nkanko be kon kanti ono de osusu se bawumia alan take it ebetimi asolve mo problems bebre manta wantawa bi factions ni ade emma but ye nim se nye bawumia ne alanko na yatete din because mo party de munya mie krata mu ntino mo de mo krata mu de munimo bia but ye titi nipa bi o mayiyi wo mutini ade san suggestion ya na akomia ade atodwe wo hu ne say.
Well, I said the assumption one kasa acknowledge say assist omumienu pena omo contest on the meeting yenyan be nomination but discussion cost amongst a lot of people omo feel say considering some kofuni ni omo ho de omo party ni mo ka omo kambom no mo ye one ticket nkebeboa suggestion and if you are carrying it very far called the highest places in this party and this country. And see, discussion a bit to me Akosua aye, but so there were only be nomination to incase me no chinchina or more contest and as more contest and me no pay because yet tickets in CC and as others so contest and tickets no never contest as one block against others and suggestion it is worth considering, but it's early in the day. But just as I said, the discussion me and Kasamati be with some conditions, never be consensus building is part of our politics. This is a discussion now. Also in an atmosphere of peace and tranquility.
Okay. We the general nanka memo akwa nenso asem bia medi hu nkomo wa ha o mampanyi dada His Excellency John Dramani Mahama waka NDC fo nso abefre wo mo anu bedi nkomo bia o mo kan edikowie ho enenam se MPP mu na mudi aban nti anya bia bibi fa aban ho a party no eye mo ana indirectly no esan eba mo so wo mu ka bibi fa covid fund no ho o mo bo mo aban so bo se covid sika ba ye covid-19 ba wo mu se de ahokyere ba de na nso no sika bebre free world bank ni sika bebre mo kobo obosia Bank of Ghana ni ade nyina nti no momma yenhwehwe sa account ni yehu ba bia fa ye but o mo ka aban yi enye fi se aban ni nim se wadi sika no megiri se this week the obokrata aban no maboboso a sansem a opposition wo mo amaso de atia mo yi wo gidi se mo party ne esese mo ye bibi fa ho
the tenese menjini se John Dramani Mahama, former president, so I can say, Yembu accountant in this canon. Because I say, no, or president. Nanko for Castle, no, I did long baby, and who dear the iron name. Or direct you be say, Uncle Parliament. Now, loan or Mujibia, or more of time, tell what did you now, hold disbursement in name and no parliamentar. Ubehunina and today Uncle Forka so you corrupt so I did loan you say what I say no or did he say misplaced nti a bed and bear one say on so name say a buying sika on any activity at the end of every year no a buying boo more accounta Emma Auditor General audit a buying accounta bua wubuno Emma impona samba parliament bion Emma public accounts committee di hu juma so bi nsa abo sika bi ma na di mo a either so very fund na ye de be kokko nyina ye process I want and me did say so we follow parliament NDC kofu bi SRA or parliament koka say yenti special committee bi na nhwehwe sa ade at the end of the day no parliament did to mo say this special committee na unnecessary because at the end of the day, through the governance process, the public accounts committee, parliament no beba. And but no memo hana to say me sorry, Ochina na me feel say foreign affairs for project do omo year na say Ukraine Korea. Form fee Ukraine the by Parliament and special committee no my obi na be dream bibi ho na ye special committee ni ai there be any sa nyema nyina be basa nti Parliament get to mu say there are processes and no wo ha yetumi ede hwe sa nyema nyina nti aban ni hwe a odi AC me ankasa me kai almost about 5-6 months that were cabinet Emma yankasa on our own without prompting from anybody. Put together all details of expenditure here on COVID and all that. Yeah, sometimes I want about the no, nobody's going to do that. Yeah.
Any openyi mede wase anope.
Nenso mede wase pa.
Yo. Onura John Boadu eye trofo panyine edema NPP amanyoko no ne na twetwe nkomo. Na me kan se Ade Akye Abia dwumadie e na wutie e wo okay 101.7 FM so ye home so ne ba na de obokrata hodo a abadwa so na emom mame mamomo boba ku bi so mame ansa na makonti oba hema fi akire memo achi o
ye nua oba pa
na bibia bokọ de ene de wuti star yi de dance me kan che say efe pa
dance pa
Mrs. Aboagye
yes
asem na de be
o kan fo me
alaji gruza
en kunu ni menya ko
obia ni problem no dey
but then what boy asem bi so emre bi mi hu article bi obi say se won so obi ni kunu na ma wo ntimi nkamfo no
sa
eyampa biem se eyampa
sa
sa wo oba wo hu se obi ni kunu na ma wo oba won ka say o shirt die fata wo omo say ase
Hey sir. Kan fo keke no.
An kan fo keke no. Obi ne kuru na.
Manya bia nya asempɛ.
Oh okay.
Bia na cement tama ne lift. Ana mde ko sre ni so gay die live. Gay zo go we akora is Africa. Nuku so manga. Diani na be wanza na usani.
Oh because sometimes betimi ohun obi na ho siesie efe. Ba wo se bia won na yere ne nam. Anaso wo ye warefo a
Akosua say they will go extreme no.
Me go extreme
Kan fo no.
So no kwa na nam dia o betimi aka ho efe. Me o shirt efe na fata na.
Okay.
But yes one ni kru na yere nam no na afi na wo ko
wo ba foforo wo ko kamfo me ni me kru na be kamfo.
Wa ba e bia o mu free kra no. Wa kamfo no.
Wano.
Ni ma bi obi abrochi ba na nugu ngo sha na airport. Ne zo no wonyini ni dada. Airport for him, my wife. Van track him under America. Here come for. Come on, here come.
Oh, but the mama ya bisua because sometimes na bebre nim. Obi ni kuru na na obi ni yire na na was now
but Akosua me feel say it be depending on the kind of relationship
that one dependent tem.
Sa family no
Okay.
Obetimi aka so mmienu nyina ho ayefe obetimi aka ana say bia me ba ana say bia say me your ba metimi akanfo oba no
okay
metimi akanfo oba
no me won kanfo be ma no
Debi okay ana either so nyina ho ayefe ana oba no
ho ayefe
okay me so momo ba kakra so
say the be yankofa confusion
bia emma
na mame fa the Democrat Daily Graphic ratofa to so do enso page 17 na NCC National Commission for Civic Education mamba pasori abedwako na wo moka sei wo me de so Ghana man nyina enim so bibiara enya omamba pa na onfa dwumaden ye emwa sade ye be ya ye kabem kamia memu no ye betimi akora ne yie ne abɔ ho ban na wacha se ni nyina se yebetimi edi ya mamra constitution no eso yenhwe ne ntimi ensomu yie na yensua ni ehunu se de mra no esitie na sabi utu anamo bi a wahunu se anamo amitui ebetia mra anase kwan so pepepe na menam no na deputy chairman na in charge of operations e NCC Yera Samuel Asare Ekuamoa na wone Ghana News Agency etwe enkomo ena no kwasere na ocheche mu ese ye kabia memo no ehyasie se enyine bra omanfo ehunu sinto ahodo a ewuwo mu ene anamo ahodo oso mu etuo na boa ama kabia memo no timi akonanim eho na ehyasie ema ye kabia memo no etimi enyine ye nti wei eye NCC panyufo a wo mu etu Ghana manyina afo se momode anhwese ye bema amamra no aye adwuma edi anim kan na mo ntu obi emu na yakabia memo no so etimi enyine yie
Mamela story ya Ghanaian Times the Obokrata mu na mejina krata fa eto so amiensa na seki kota ewo Asante Bekwai ewo Asante Mantem wo mokọ asetena na wo mokọ asetena no yachi awafo oko agiman oye Mason ana nyiri Christiana Anan onso ye odwadini enti yachi wo mo de do makwa pie emra no anem kwadu ade bo mu nyina ene se wo mo ya awafo no wo mato agu obema no empana so asibam no amachese ko wi ase no wo manya asem ewo emra no emu na ebra court call asetena no owura Tirama Diboro ono ene tena epunuti esepiem enna prosini kwadubofo police chief inspector Christian Osborne Amate wo de asenmiche mu ba betu dwase Helene eja ababa waso no wotene baabi enna abranti okwagimeyi ekose ne pe besa aboso memiensa atwam nie ena okwagimadwudwa ana no ka chenso woni yire ne yire kura woni na jai ena eja oben so ti ase ma na woni na twetwempena enti Helena bomoden atu kwan ekone maame nchen ofini maame nchen ba no beti se se ne mpena okwagimeyi woni na yire ni nyayo empena no muguso a wo mo atwe ena ofa no ho adwen se sa na tie dia na cheso okwagima dada me mintimi nko okofie bio mepem ba bia tena wo maame nchen wotene maame nchen da ko anwumra no se da bi meko okwagima fie okwae no na cheso okwagima ene na yiri Christiana Anan ene tewo ena wo so baba Christiana na me de chewpa ebra wo se dibem se wukunu ebese me pe na me nso ma anya hwehwemu bia na me gitu mu ne na etwempra enti me be pa chew ena Christian na anansi som na de ebe wo chew pa fon be no woni mi ku twempra wani tuem se wa wade me abegina se o be pa chew pa fun be ni wo so mu fa meta ba bi
side chick na e pa chew
okopa chew
sese
wakọ be ma ni fie okọ ene ire no se o be pa ni se na onim se o wo yire
no wate se
e bia na be ma na nka nche ne se wo yire ana
se be ma nso ne ire na jai
anti
wo tu kwan akọ ne ma me ho no waba to ba ni e ma ni info se Helena wontimi nko okọ agima nchen o na na yire nsa woni ni nya woni ne te wo enti woto msa ne nansa so no se da bi ma me nko okọ agima fi na bi ya me fe mani kura nkohwe to tu wo no na chese woni kisia na ana no na yire nde wo ene ni obeteki advantage so
oba
me pa wo chow
because obabi wo nim se wodi obi kuna chi a e won sunsan so enti me giri se bra be ma na nka no kura nkyere no
me ma no wa nka no kura
se wo ye oba na baby be ka cho se me ne me yire je ma ne fa evidence me kire wo Manenfa evidence mra.
Na evidence okofa we.
Evidence dey be say wonya abotre.
Say o be ma ne dey divorce certificate be.
So and because our
divorce abedin. Say baby ana bia on ne yere ne ware wo mote na e say wo ko ho.
Na ukoshe ana sa wobetimi akase fa wo yire ne number ma me na me mfre no oh yes upe no kure James wobetimi ayesa fa yire number ma me na me ai sa wo so no yire na jaya ma me because me kan say compare you do all the do oba no be say baby me jaya oh say wo sheda wo fresa wo ye side chick wo fresa nhwehwe
bia wo bia be man baka cho so me ne yere ana me ne me yere jai
de waka se one ne yere jai ne ye kan
de me ne me yere jai na obi san se fa yere
number mame na oba ne tene ba bia ako phone kekere
se wo so want me nya san dia wo mpene so because wo pese wo hu se ya mpa se ono oba na ja because wo mpa wo hu asem
na o ya sure so oba na be ka asem papa
chira wo se ebia o je number ne wo mfre nko ka asem ye ne mpena wo
okay
What's a journalist? Yeah, said they see who information. Oh, bet me a friend.
Say journalist too.
Me can say who say open information.
Man be a comprehend.
Oh, Metiasia. Me can say information. Friend direct say. Pacho me pese me ni ukunu chimpra na so ni da bi en kana sa.
Dia.
Obeshada oba pa na te say o say na one na de me number da bi we de ye friend say Madam Fubina. Oh, who bet me fa baby? What did they make an say? Matisse, Madam Fubi, say ni say na washia, be may be or
yes. So, not me, Patron, me, person, me, any pass, so, mo. But some name is as well as yeah,
because sometimes a deceive man be lady be free say wonyam be man so ne yire jai and on me me yire jai me na wo mieru ba ye ja obi aten ba bi no so den sa wo den sa ko bibia and okodi na chi wonyam ya okọ na ne yire aba ai na abusuafo kan ye nwie ye and so na den na me hia wan kan kire me
aha no
enti wo ba no se de be ya ebe mo obi on the same place no fa kwa bi se me pese me hu se ya mpa se wona oyire jai
edu ka se pese me
ne ya wa kwanyum ondwen kakra
rade
dan baba mo aba o
ako je ento aso ana
ako wa say
nanga ke wa
aba pa ekisiana ana ne
me be pa
de ubuonie me pa tro say ukrukura be say me person ne be twempra me
ditu
na me ne twempra
that's what ba no your ba papa o
ka som na de ebe wo chopa fun be no wo be pa me chow what to say no so fa meta ba bi di denji no na be ma o kwa agima no o kwa na eme ya ono so what wo watai na yiri na chi amoma vim ama vim girl yi omo wie na omo dan no ba akusi no omo pian ko shi no omo lock no ona o ma de enchi into ma de echi aminim de
obana akọ agree with ni kunu no
be man kwa na
wo bra wo kunu no mom na aye bone
aye mfom so
wo de obana wo de why
na hu ye meshi
ase be man wo na ese ka
wo defend no mo kwa ne wakokra no
o ese wo be ye ne ho se wo me be man ya busa dan be man ya chom se wo sheda
Mose
wo wakota na yiri na chiti said girl no wonni mu no oh we betray girl no
we betray no big time sister
we betray girl
ama wo ma Bruno unlock wo dem ma de action ade na wo yesa
ai na me
fu aso kra wo de pata wo ye
e na me mpa me yiri biem me mpa me yiri biem bɛbɛ bi wɔkɔhyia girl fofora
ɔba no kɔni ne hu ni
me ne na jai mpa ne biem
mama da nkasa
ebisa girl no hu sɛ bɛma na ware no ɔfa kɔti kwan so akɔgyine sika bi no wadwane agya no no ɔsan bɛpa ne yere kyɛw saa deɛ ne yere bu no ɔbɛta ne yere
deɛ bɛyɛ ɛno ni story outside
ɔba me ne me yere jai ye ni hɔ biem ɔba no kora me mpɛ no ɛna me yere kora wɔ mu me bo se wadi adada ga ne pene so anwan se ga ne nyem na yere nso nyem
hina mo kayo gum se
wo se etasi pa ba
wa je sabbatically
ga ne nyem no na yere nso na yere na okope ga no ka se ai se wono se ai na me yere me mpe no e na ware ne kura ye jai wo se ga ne nyem na yere nso nyem
pressure
it will your best we careful na obi a me dada ma me say wo life ai mama ye ho me somra e ye ba ye beto aso
all right
when we send your police in your dro imbusaba mesa amama hoaden
refuse to grow any offense wa beka ho
ahoaden immune system o nyankopon e de awura ni padua no musem moye ho ban no enna sa wonom imbusaba mesa e pagya immune system na bribia ya yare antimiu sese de amanfo dodo no a na di imbusaba mesa do ne ho adanse yesen enyarewa horo anipa enyina etimi ba ne so ene nyarewa kese enka ya wuti ni din ene ho ka na yamu asiwu nyina no ebo ye ho ban afiri ho enna wo mpo a omu wanyarewa ne dada na omunum doctor enuro no enum imbusaba mesa no a emo ahoadin pintin ya wo munti mpo se yare ase omu ho imbusaba mesa ewo kansi eni o maimu babia ye to enuro etufo mfre 0246 208496 FDA ahihye se adwade nkrato yi magye atomu se ye
but dia bekwan dia di na bekwan di in fact ene dia di twam adwaka no kure ebusuafo re bi dia be afra kurasa ba pa beka no kuraka
da bi o yenya hoho bi ya wo fia ha
what fi se ena bekwan no hwe ni ne se ne ene de ne se ne chwehwam site no a ete se kurasa be no a awo besra no wata de be no bi
oh ene dia wati neat palm nut extract ena me dia bo abenkwan sa
neat palm nut extract
ane abefefe de dirty apa wo kan wasemi eno bi na neat foods o ma chia gu chansi mu enti se dia mensa bra kura wa benwo na fe na me ko sai bra ko no abewo jaso enko wo nko chi mefe ne nwa ho ena me dia ya benkwan any steam
oh na se neat foods e dia bekwan abade a ena no ato manfo bre so
e bre do matibi so pa fi say abenkwan we ne ye gi adaje enti se wonya neat palm nut extract a umre kura e sai say ababri so ena ode aye na nam kitua bi mpo a wo benu nkwan atafre won sa neat palm extract anase neat abenkwan nia e de ne say emu ohwam te say abenkwan ye nim dadaada no a ana so bie so nya dio wodo sa so mu wa hu na wa bie so wo mra kura
neat palm nut extract oh kama dodo na oni bibi wo dia san kwan we pa da wo di neat palm no bia be ya be kwan be so mi didi a wo bia bo punu a wo sum ni ho
oh wa so
me am pa didi sem bia
FDA agi ejwedie nkrato yi atum.
Smoky jollof tastes good, but everyone knows your beloved Wache is nothing without Wileu. Good combinations always bring amazing outcomes, which is why Airtel Tigo's Fuse Bundle is a perfect mix of data and call bundles. Even better is the fact that you enjoy calls to all networks at the best price. Dial *111# now to choose a preferred Fuse Bundle and enjoy the best of both worlds.
Airtel Tigo. Life is simple.
Kwame, what cry do you look for on Jumia, eh? Hey, would you put that thing down and listen? That young girl, Abena, who lives down the street is nice, oh. Go talk to her. Get off your phone.
Does she come with a 15-day return policy?
15-day what? Jama Bribijijo.
When you get addicted to deals on Jumia, you'll demand more from life. Shop for the best brands at the best of prices and now enjoy a 15-day return policy. Jumia, your everyday delivered.
Me dindi akrobato me pema sum duanti ana me dem kodom me bambo life insurance I free Holland life. Enura here, and Mabushia penny, a church for my obiantia 1,000 Ghana cities. Ni yamfanya or penny a ye, Metiano, and was me cry. Me Bambo life insurance, a boy me cover me, a bra me pra, and I made them, and answer a year to me. Efa a whole canina, a broke Metia, 1 Ghana city pet, a simple cry.
Anio, 1 Ghana city pair, 5 cities, 15 cities, and not 30 cities. Busumi Bia, Bemawanya Wasumje, Efa Eka Upra, and ye your de Bahon, and no one is out who best share me buying life insurance, a free Hollard Life for *269 hash. Wo Vodafone so na dinia bebanichi. Me say, Eye Koko Kra. Would you about *269 hash? Na fa hu shem wo Vodafone so nenya sumje wa brawo ahoto so say, wo dachi wo buying mapa. Me buying insurance ya yasha da yama.
My name is Akrobato. It's the AD Plus Keteke Road Show. Who the course of the Chiman? And you get it. Musha Takwadi, 15th April. A quarter south, Philippines.
What's up, my people of Tadi? On Easter Friday, I'm going to be there live with Mr. Drew, live performance. And then the younger K is going to be crazy. HD Plus. See ya.
Catch the train this time live in Takrady this Easter Friday on the 15th of April.
This year, come and meet me there. Let me tell you about watching your favorite kids shows, movies, telenovelas, sports, news, and many more channels in crystal clear, high definition pictures. See us, feely.
21st clinic say eba sciatica no ho every usisi mu kono a wo to ase ho no ntina fa usrem ekosi wo na ase ho no ebo betimi atutu ama wo ankasa wo hu ba bi enye enti 21st clinic wo mu na ye sciatica expert e wo Ghana ha wo mu de bibiduro so ho bibiduro ankasa ene besa o ya no masa de machine aka ho ya de bibiduro ka ho ni asa de wato machine so ya san ya o massage bi ya wi a herbal treatment ya de awono ama ho e sciatica 21st clinic na ye expert a wo tu ase Ghana ha ba bia wo mo ho enkran domi market wo ho heavy do dan mo wo ho ena kuma senso ahia uduru session so wo mo na nue dwabo so wo mo wo ho sunyane ni wenchi ni ba bia nkranza 0540311311 0540311311 na say 21st clinic wo mo ye sciatica expert
Yamenu Ejaba boni di adwa ma wubi eti yamenu afa hin na mahwie fufuo ti ase dada minya wofo yi papa so ba fie ni anwie fufuo ya asam aba na so oben wadi fufuo edi mpreni ne mpresa da kro ba ye de ni ahwie fufuo a akode wo nwane adwa mo adwuma se me ne fie adwuma de mi ni fufuo kakra ba wo madie no ene wotu me twama da pasa aso wo kan na matire nyira wati ate na make am mebo a ebo de odi komum na se sia de obra to otwa fufuo ai wo dwom pam na wo ma siu na wo timu na wo sadade na wo temfra kwada ne nyina tuatwa make say ya needful sadaroma wo bia mani ye pa ya wa yam body fufuo ne makani fufuo a wa ne powder wo de gu da kam kama ya yefra no needful fufuo enya no bi na masori ba ntilizi kama me di ye yo sese bia ma me hwe oh e bia needful fufuo eye kama say body fufuo ne mankan fufuo papa bi na wo kan say twan eposim na ede na me so kan so ancho simanu mpe no wa wie no ahie wo kwa papa bi aguso be chese de ama mani kura agisa needful fufuo ho ama me ko tobi kura ba ne say de Ghana force pom fufuo no eno an wo ye nu enti se wo hwa fufuo won pam wo dom ne we nu a wo ho susuna bia wom wo so de body ne mankan fufuo papa bi ejanie eni afi na fufuo na afi na wo bedi pa ne se de wo bedi ne se ne wo fa mojaduro ano pawia ne anadwo a wo koda need fufuo e wo wufi a eni gyenko a
FGA Ade Akye Abia nkratoi atom
Queen Elizabeth Sipakosi Queen Elizabeth Beauty Products Abua Emepi Eyoma ho fankasepi wasaka no bie wo wasachre nkutwa eye wo dwuma nkoma achede no e the Queen Elizabeth shea butter range of beauty products aba na me say you go there for one kasa kwame na afi o business plan dey say
she ye be branch
na ade no hu a why confused sa no
hey amofini why any skin
mehima wo busia no e was secret be for skin beauty one me number
the secret is Queen Elizabeth shea butter cream
madam wenso me your presentation obi twem ho ni skin fine enti isi manoke kamboso sa
menso Queen Elizabeth shea butter noa e ma me ready to so na Ebro. Sadia Wutibia, Nipa Tuntumo, Nipa Koko, Queen Elizabeth Shea Butter Product, and none with secret. Na F so. I was supermarket ni cosmetic shops a Benwo Wagana. Queen Elizabeth Shea Butter, Sipa Kosi, renowned quality. FDIG Jaden Kratoyatum. Queen Elizabeth Shea Butter.
Let the bat stop now. Start investing towards your retirement today to enjoy a comfortable pension.
Focus on your future.
Let's focus on your future. With NBC Ghana Trust. Let's focus on your future. Invest with NBC.
NBC is tried and tested. NBC is trustworthy. For your future, invest in a pension scheme.
Let us invest with NBC. Retire in peace. You should retire stress-free. Enjoy less tension. When you retire with a reliable pension.
For more info, call 0560-029-895. NBC Ghana Trust. Leader in people, benefit in Africa.
Hi, I'm Ofe.
Yes. Mun show respect, why?
Hey, red one ya kasatia o. Nanya mona soap, any mona cream wa. Nanka o dia to so sa.
Ani, wo kania na yetu dam wo ha utwam nyina say ye hu.
Ani, obi enim se me de mona soap, edware ye, de mona cream, esrae, na ekro, mampele, ene enka na wo me hu nyina akoye. Ama me timi nso efufaka. Me kunu enso de yi apropro ne enso a oyi a na egu neti kwane ne mo maso na firi ho. Mo nso mo nko pebi, ene mo yire no manfensiesie mo rede.
Charlie, afrara ka asem o. Ye ko pebi, ene agbebe bam, ya ekutia muzzle, ene body pains nka ho.
Agbebe bam, ebema me joint pains, any rheumatic pains no mpoako. Eyenko pharmacy herba, any chemical shops. Anase yenfre 020-8130-790 ana 0246-595-256.
FD aji edwedie nkrato yatum.
Efiura, me mwachi o Efiura.
Yes on.
Machi o Efiura. Efiura mechia wonye so.
Hey, Ewura, enfase mam so. Wati? E ba force search me. Mo yam no.
Won so pepe.
Hey, oh, wafi, we dia me pesa oni Efiura bekon. Efiura we dia ye kwa sori abo.
Ewura de. Mo kwa sori.
Ye papa ye.
Ewura de kasoro ho a. Wati? E be se wo ba hwa wa kraba kumpo wunya. Onipa da sane timi koto this way chocolate drink. No ne yire ne mma edi nsuohie twabia nom anopa. No wi a wasade bia hye fridge mu. Wo mako school pon a wasan ba be yia nom. Enu mpore se ne nka ne twaso mu pa ende ye rekore. Ne fie wura beti ha. Anopa dio, ewia dio, enumre dia mo no makodew. Mo mame. Na mu wi a ma sora akotra so ndem se ye kosum ya.
Mese na dia ya late nso me yanke kabinje Efiura ya wi a yakosere bo fata. Ke Efiura, wuti fia se light bill no water bill ba wuntua bi. Wo boa se sika na fa koto this way chocolate drink. Na ba nom.
Ta hwe me catch no play fa. Say this way chocolate drink no. Metumi atobi pa na so na me so mo ahwe wate. E de me hia ne nsuohie. Na nsuohie so me ntoi. Se me bufu a, metumi ato bag mu a wate.
Yeah, Efiura, we nkwa de ma abunfu.
E koto me. Efiura fi de ya bre ma abunfu bi.
Munyam sumponie. Munyam sumponie. Na mo ba ya trimodefo.
FGA agi ejwedie nkratoi atum.
Munia, yet to unlimited course. Vodafone Red, so no one yana.
Jack, me too no expiry of Vodafone Red.
Hey, star 200 hash me boy. Hey, Matthias here. When you be what?
Vodafone Red, no lie. Koko to me top man do you be kasako e browse da.
Vodafone Red, star 200 hash system. Cecilia, ye kasako no ne browse. Star 200 hash. Mawi unlimited course. Ko Vodafone to Vodafone so. Data boomful. Talk time be bria. What be friend now for 4 more other network so we and Sado a bonnet da from now unya sika hon faso so Vodafone ready there unya but star 200 hash na yi package ya a yama a free 1 Ghana cedi aircraft
Vodafone
KA 101.7 and Ade Akye Abia ejumedie Power Specialist Herbal Hospital eba hepatitis B A, B, C, D, E. Omoye ho adwuma. Sciatica, arthritis, gonorrhea, syphilis. Onemu a ebuo anase yare bia. Ulcer, hernia, kidney problems. Power Specialist Herbal Hospital ne gina wo na so pa. Entibra, memma yare ntena wo so sa. Wo bra Power Specialist Herbal Hospital no ba abasahara so mrekatente yebetimi ahwe wo. Ye wo kwabenya ACP Main Road ho. ɛna Kumasi branch nso fe Yase Lake Bosomtwe kwan so ene Josbro filling station edi nhwe ne Mutakrade branch wo Anaji Estate ene Anaji MA Primary School no nso ɛna edi nhwe ne mu ye wo product bi te sɛ Herbatin herbal mixture and powder immune system support ɛna jirikajiri herbal mixture ɛno de memma duro pa edu aya herbal malamis ɛno de malaria ɛde to ase ne honamani yare etora bi kura na honam mu yawo yawo ne padua mu tutu ɛno edu aya herbal malamis ne beboa na malaria no ɛwo asa no pa ho ya awia no aye basa cough care herbal mixture ebi a wo ye obi a wo bawa edu aya herbal tonic ɛno nso wanu mu ato na aduane nya woda eduro we ne beboa Power Specialist Herbal Hospital ɛyɛ hospital wo msanso wonuru a ɛyɛ papa eti frɛ wo mo 0244544422 0244544422 ɛna 020 0383831 020 0383831 WhatsApp line ɛyɛ 0555 797878 0555 797878 na wone Power Specialist Herbal Hospital Akasa Oba Tampa Mother Care se memo asonte so mo Akosua second bus stop any overhead in edin hwene mu na Oba Tampa Mother Care eno de ne wo hia biara wo de bekwa wo so ena wo wi a de wo hia biara Oba Tampa Mother Care ene de bema wo ye wo baby welcome dresses towels ne baby oil ye wo baby coat ye wo wardrobe ye wo bath de wo hia biara Oba Tampa Mother Care etinya afa na abetena se a na wo free store we mu na wo kɔ we mu wo gina ho a one stop bibia shopping center wo benya bibia wo hia bia Kaswa second bus stop any overhead in edin hwene mu fra Oba Tampa Mother Care 0540 777592 0540 777592 0540 777590 0540 777590 na etimi abo Airtel Tigo C data ne kitikiti pa ne de ma wo akese wo data bundle na bia wo hwe me Facebook live okrasa se wo Airtel Tigo so a ene wo damu se ya Airtel Tigo ene etimi ma wo data bebre na dia ya adwuma etu dia ne se obedan le star 111 hash star 111 hash na option 1 big time na option 4 sika koko data bundles no na wanya Airtel Tigo life is simple Agbeve Herbal Center de Agbeve fever ba Agbeve fever no ye malaria bi na agigi wo na ma ho popo wanu mu ato aduane nya wo de unipadua no aboho Agbeve fever ye duro papa Agbeve MW capsules no de ma ne memma mu hia vigor oba bi wo ha wo libido ekofom wo kunu so mu kura seti medua wonti filia bi besie menti test bia Agbeve MW capsules no na wo ye bema nso wa ho de kofom wo pe vigor wo pe strength eno nso Agbeve MW capsules Agbeve Taifa eno nso ye dure betimi aboa wo yie pa Mona soap Mona cream wodi dware o wedi na nsansan fifisa ene kro ne eyam ebetu ase wo ye obi a scent wo ho wo dware wie kro a wodi deodorant se de wo te center fa Mona soap Mona cream no wodi dware na wo de asra Agbeve Herbal Tea mo amoye adwuma so ne adwumaden office workers ne factory staff no Agbeve Herbal Tea enura nyina wo benya bi wo ba bi eton nro wo betimi afre Agbeve Herbal Center e wo so utom last stop e wo 024 6595 256 024 6595 256 and 020 813-0790 020-813-0790 na ubenya Agbeve Herbal Center nru papa Agbeve Herbal Center waya de safie enono na Ideal College ka wo se Ideal College eho enna untimi mfeli da enso hwe na ubetwa no prekope enti ebia wo bawie junior high school ne preferred choice no wanya na wo pesuku papa wo de akwada na bekwa a wo betwa no prekope the foundation bekoyie Ideal College senior high school 1 2 and 3 no admission no aba enti obi amra enna wase remedial classes nso na wo ya eno nso Ideal College wo ye intensive vacation classes wo Ideal College na wo ba pene ye fa wo boarding facilities any hostel facilities wo ho and we are facing well-equipped laboratory in so ubenya serene environment na wodi aye adwuma enti Ideal College how can you feel wamusaye foreign programs bit say SAT TOEFL IELTS GRE GMAT all and A levels and adisuafo amopese mokọ America memu na munya scholarship na muto amadisuan so no ye wo exclusive package de bema wo Ideal College and UPSA and edition mo Legon wo mo branches wo Ghana ha ba bia afre 02078577676 672 020 785 7672 020-785-7672. Na naso omo short code no a star 6002 hash. Now with them, Ideal College. Still, how can you feel? Endpoint Homeopathy Clinic. Dr. Dubuante ka was brasisia. Na trebia na se bibi na mu nipadum. Na ade na se o ma na onsa ye tititi wo spinal cord na emututu wo kon ne wo ho ba bia wo nanti. Tese wotimi se wo kotojo mututu wankasa. Ebia na eye stroke na ebo kokko no. Na so se wo ba Endpoint Homeopathy Clinic e be hwa wontentem ama ho aton. Ana be ma wo dwunso na wo dwunso no mu chon na mu ye wo ya. Etere bi kra na ase de emu sa ye wo de bi sa no. Ni nyina bi ayare prostate cancer na ebo kokko. Prostate cancer yen na ye ho adwuma power Endpoint Homeopathy Clinic. Edure fiada hepatitis B, infertility in men and women, premature ejaculation, sexual weakness, and also Endpoint Homeopathy Clinic and so ye ho adwuma. Entibra na ye moa. Endpoint Homeopathy Clinic e wo fidia e de ye adwuma. Across Spinters Road share signboard de wo ho. Tema Community 22 Kowa Naso Hotel nchen ho. Komase Kronoma boy hia e wo Angel Educational School nchen ho no a. E na Takradi Anaji Estate. E wo Anaji Police Station nchen ho frɛ Endpoint Homeopathy Clinic e wo 0244 867068 0244 867068 and 0274 234321 0274 234321. Make I will say Goshen Global Ministries. Goshen Global Ministry no online prayer ministry no. Can say Goshen Global Ministry. The 3-day prayer and fasting week no ye chance ye na ene ya e no mo chance omo ya kwakosi efiada wonim se empaibo akomkire ne empaibo de ya de papa enti Goshen Global Ministries our online prayer ministry no se wo pese wo hunu adwumadie na free ne kosi fiada eno an se wo befre 059 722 4445 059 722 4445 na wonso so anadwi empaibo efia no enumre no nkro 9 pm ekono na onyame nkrofo a omo ya komche ne empaibo efri enne ekosi efiada eye Goshen Global Ministry online prayer ministry no a online ti bebia wo bia all around the world bebia wo bia wo te ho na nso wo bompaye we ye Goshen Prayer Ministry a place of comfort and divine protection eno mo de eye adwuma ma me bia makwafo na afi so Obahima efia kire abeyafo me ba mo nche mo bobo so kakra e maye ansa na mo boso maye ai me hu se dankwaku maye Goshen no ama no Goshen Global Ministry prayer no omo so omo ye ayi hu se online no they say prayers ne wo se ne kosi fiada dankwaku ye bo se no anadwi won na obompaya
obompaya ya tutuni omem de wa mompaya sese wala
Ada obompaya ne ma ne yebete so
ezo nya me ma mofo abeka
onyame ba mofo abeka
abofo besa ne abeto
se de sia tutuni e mamu yi wa mompaya wo be so
ene odiate
se wo bi ehia nyame mo a abejafo bi tie mo.
Okay, my mirror story again times the Bokata and Katafe to some yensa. Was it none da a jai tall story building 2-story building mo. I will Opera Square and in Melcom Eddie in Shenimo. I was Central Business District and Crinano a Dradenum. A Adiana a hard dream pa. Na a Janisha Sebe say we are no Nayabapon Sima Edriasa and Nine. And ye she backs a shimpabua. A shinyama robe bray and Hokado. A Ghana citizen and pim. Then Sunyakopon Fefi and say Yamia drum. Onipa bia ehho anka na obia nso engo na when a Ghana National Fire Service dumja empanyimfo eni abre ahyase enura eye nhwehwemu kra se na Opera Square kra de eba ne sen na eja etumi top shop musa ewo hwe enti omani abre a wo mo ye nhwehwemu bia nso a eja no etoye no omagye ho nyina atese omo akode ho obi entumi enko ho enti Ghana National Fire Service empanyimfo se we yade a aboa wo mo enti omo peke information keten se de beya na adansifo atwahia no betumi de omo de aba na omo aboa omo amade ko die potia enam so emma se 3-story building ejatomu e o makola no omatumi awie nhwehwemu no ase omadwie na omo atumi ahye asem no ne kankasa de kofa bae omo apeni ne nuagubre kama ene Ghanaian Times e de abakata fa etoso miensa akoma mento aso e wo Daily Graphic page 18 na when your political desk report ya wo mo e de aba graphic mo na wo chese kanema mpenye John Dramani Mahama na wode eto penye kesia one kofa by Oda Perez Chapel International Archbishop Charles Ajinasari enim ese
ade bia efa ɔman Ghana ho ebeboa mo ɔman Ghana akoso no se onya kwanya so okasa ontumi enkasa emfa we sanse ono no ne edu akiri ɛna asɛm bia obɛka bia nso no asɛm a ɛboa enipa ɛde afutuo ɛba eyi nipa bi firi nkwasom mu ɛgye nipa bebree efi ɔhaw ne amane bia wɔmo ɛnɛmo na wɔkyerɛ sɛ ekura ya yasan ama ne mu so ya wanya Archbishop Dibre kura no ɛno so kura ɛyɛ nkranhyɛ sonko a ɛwɔ so otimi ɛkasa eyie na etimi ɛtɔ Ghana ni bia asum na ɔsɛ otwedi amponya kropɔ sɛ ɔbɛma no ɛho ahoɔden na bribia ogina sɛ ɔka nyame asɛm a otimi aka no kretodo na etimi aboa ɔmɛye na mampanyi dada mahama ɛde sansemi ɛkɔto dwa bra one Archbishop Charles Ajenasare na busua na afa asɔre manyina ebo mu ekosomye ewo Paris Chapel ya ewo enkrahase na no kwasiada eno ofa so ebo na baso bra wonya ne finhia aduosia na ohye safen na afen so sese ya bo na baso se o meye Archbishop ewo Paris Chapel ho no ye Archbishop Dipre ana wanya sa Dipre no eno so obo na baso ewo sa kwan no eso na mamento aso ewo page 20 of the Daily Graphic ho na Doreen Ando atro ediaba na wo kire se say COVID-19 yade no kwa na ekofom wo Ghana ha December bosome no mu ne da ne to so aduno enkono 2021 na chese nipa bese 10,906 na wo bie wo Ghana ha na ebesi enura April bosome na to so aduno ensia 26 April 2022 no say nipa enya bie no beye aduanan epe na Ghana Health Service and wo de etu dwa SSC active cases no wa mantam and 94 regions mu Greater Accra mantam mu Ashanti region Upper East region and abono ya dodo no a said the incremental da bia eye COVID-19 headquarters no Greater Accra region and nipa dodo no a ewo na Ghana Health Service search mu ese Nia akwasui ede di pefe ese preventive protocols ene vaccination na wom de baye no etimi aboa pa ama yade no sesi ade Ghana de ye tu na se kra ede free ha enche kra da chi bi eni akiri ye nte COVID-19 ho asem kra ebio de biara da na page 21 mo a ene wode aba Dixon Wolanyo Doche ene o chese Ghana Armed Forces womo ede eniema hodo sikabote 5,000 edaso ena womode akwakoma National Chief Imam Sheikh Osman Nuhu Sharbutu se afi Ramadan dwumedi ahodro a wobedie no wonfa enso na sinemo na intimi emwano na ebiye cartons of bottled water more bag soft drinks carton mu gallon aye anwa gallon mu ena afi nantwie nipa ya womutu adua mienu ene no so womde eka ho na sa wo pa bedwaku anase opa nipa ma womutu anamo eko National Chief Imam efie ye wonkan hanom se na womde sa ne manyina ekoma no womu gina so ma ne trinkwa ewo ne finhia wo ha ene miensa afidida wodiye na sa bedwaku a opa wo ye na opanya a woda wo mo ano Chief of Defense Staff Vice Admiral Seth Amwama wona na eda wo mo ano afenso Chief of the Naval Staff so Rear Admiral Isa Adam Yakubu and high ranking senior officers pinana eka ho a wo nyina ebo mu ekoye na maboshi aba krata farm etoso edunomiensa ewo the Daily Graphic do bokrata emo na we na Alberto Mario Noretti na watch sa story ediaba na watch se ye afaja to South mense no emo ewo framantem na no memeneda wo mo efato ho so eye malaria screening pa edeshe World Malaria Day no mu ekena na nipa bese 210 ya wo mo etesti wo mo moja no emu 30 na chese malaria mo ani be ewo wo mo enipadua no emu eno nti no wo chese wo mo fa so tu wo mfo echeche mema wo mo enuro echeche mo niema hodo a wo be ya ebeboa netimi abo wo mo ho bai free ye malaria etridi yare no eho na mababe pm ewo the center spread of the Daily Graphic Samo Diodu and actress story there but not just say can a special representative for ana oda UN 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 Secretary General for West Africa and Sahel, Dr. Mohammed Ibn Chambers, and ode ato bibrema toye fam had say obi bia what na sede na sodie se oboa ema abato ekoso toten e woni man mu anasumpo no ekowasmu no obi ahwe se obeye na dwuma fekofeko se ne se na efata na boa ama tension ne abato mu entokwasam ene abato mu pra bato mu niema seye bato mu nipakum ene ade no saa de ni nyina etimi efi hono na bibrem ha say aye krabe so nti wei the Daily Graphic the Bokrata and Semwa what day abana Akosua many atwa ba ko bi so ha say back page of the Daily Graphic
okay
and what day aba no che Opera Square sa eja na eto abrosan no emu no and odum judgment ko no wom de kokobo aba wom che se mpempi no se eja to ekrom finfin sa no mu to na mo akwadum sa eja no a obehwe no nso mo wo fire hydrant baby a wom edi wom nsuo esie enti se jato baby a na mpo no wo guru gwan no wo no eka no se ensuo ni mu a wo tuko ho no mo so mo fire hydrant ho enti wo benya ensuo afiri ho no na mo de adum gya no wo be ko na nkrofo de container kioso ene ho ahwan no mo de sisi sa fire hydrant enti e be den so wo betimi anya kwan abie na wo asa ensuo de afrim ne no ene wo de ho kokobo e ma Ghana fo atu yemfo ese wo a ede yi containers na se fo esisi fire service for fire hydrant so no wo modin ahwese sa de no wo be yi na de afiri isan se emwa emwa wo mo cry
you hear education more was area no bebre na ni bo you hear because some say fire service for buy na nsuo mu ni nsuo ohun say omo ya na fire service for ye from bedru ye na nsuo ni
ba bia wo mo ba no wo mo fire hydrant ho a nsuo wom e wo so mutimi sa ezo obi de ne container so de si wanya so de si wan ya bibiri ya kase ye pagya sinchan yo wa cemented ya chese wo de ye from ho nyina nti no e be den pa se wo mbetimi anya nsuo e de fo no no e ba sa nso na Ghana fo aso a wo mo ano
ai no wo ba nsuo ni
e twa wo madapa ne ade a wo so so ye nipa
omusu ye person
omusu ye nipa edu di atemu a na etora bia no wa ya hweye kakra e wo ho na nya mfunso ni nyina da bia nya mfunso nyina na efiri wo mo etuwei the Daily Graphic do bokrata anako
mate me dance pa ma me bia makwafo e na yete ne nka anopai sanso e na obanhema efia kire ono nso so ebeboaye na nana ogame inform adwenche kakra emradan kwaku ye bua nso e pass it through dance wo so pass it through
me boss or producer.
Oh, yeah, boss, what the producer. Now, I'm boss or producer as a Chinese say. Who production ben away?
I'm boss or producer.
And no as a Chinese say.
And no say, okay, we are no graphic.
Any shall say, people anyway. But me fa Madrin check a crowd, dear for Facebook Live, me fa Emra. Na yentwaso na madwinchira modia ba no nana oga or say they should check the items. NPP government is found of giving aspiring goods to people. I mean nima de kra na wo kwabena gentle or say ako if due to politics yamwa knows who are not going to heaven, then he must be advised that all the NDC politicians including himself are heading to hell. Na Kalipo, see if you think JM can help you, then you are not thinking properly. JM's hardship alone can boil fresh eggs. Shatawale. Or say if this global hardship had happened under JM, Ghanaians would have sold their children for survival. Under JM, when there was no COVID-19 without global challenges, JM still introduced his own 4-year doomso, couldn't pay teachers for 3 years, collapsed Ghanaian businesses, laid us over 10,000 workers. JM told us that he was not a magician to create jobs. Ena Daniel Kwekuni Patete ewutu brekuno say in fact, OK FM News, moye unbreakable, unstoppable, unbeatable, enkamfo bebre wo diaba, usu nyame nhra ye wonso so nyame nhra. Fuseni Salefo Kaswa Zongo, eno si great show ye da sesa wonso so wo share ye anopai. Na yenua baako enso dia Master Red Kaswa aka Hawa Afa 2024 was I'm pleading with all MPP delegates across the country to put the party first and stop personal interest because Our great party MPP is greater than an individual, and that will push us to break the 8. Long live Mr. President, long live Honorable Hawakumsin and Dr. Kwame Efriye, the aspiring MPP national organizer. Na ono so di we baye. Yenua bako man Piero or see always remember that you are human, hate not. One of the keys to longevity and good health is develop the spirit of forgiveness and let go of past hate. If you hate somebody, you are not hurting the person, rather you are hurting yourself. But for your own good, let it go. Don't allow past grudges stop the joy in your heart. Life is short. Don't stress yourself. Shalom. Good morning. And man Pierun so a day in Crashasem Abreye. Na mami fa happy birthday. Emma Ora Geoffrey Nyamadi Onyami enshra pa afefofro anyamedi aka wo ho. Na Dickness Monica Nyamedi retired. Wone nkwada ne nyinara ena womode saa enhye yi emamo. Enti Ora Geoffrey Geoffrey Jamadi na yo wawoda. Eti the happy birthday na Dickness Monica Jamadi I retired. Wone nkwada na de pray. Yes, the happy birthday Emma. We do say my wife Mrs. Counselor Lutrots. Okay, nti we de Mrs. Lutrots. And we free Counselor Lutrots and we de man ho kani ne yere. We say na ye ne yere awoda. Enti Mrs. Lutrots baby awo bia happy birthday. Ene de ma yesre nyankopon hira ene bambo ema if you wan kasa we Reverend Counselor Lutrots. Ene nkwada na ne abusuafo nyina ene de ma owuraire Lutrots ye Counselor Reverend Counselor Lutrots ne ho kani ene eye na woda. Yes, the condolence Emma Ora Dominic Edua awo NGPC GNPC Uma me efrima no pay ya we dear kafra enti openyi Dominic Edua awo GNPC awo ma me efrima no pay ya emu owrem enti we dear yakọ pa ene de ma ase nyankopon hira ene ne bambo amawo pa Emma said night J kwachi Yetafra Wofapo, Holy Spirit Cathedral, Mateheko, Family Catholic Church, and Awo, Efriwere Urari Ej Kwache, Ayetafra Lizzie, and then Kwadani Emmanuel Ej, Anastasia, Ej Kwache, and Ej Kwache. Woman can one de happy birthday, Emma say night, Ej Kwache, Ayetafra Wofapo, Holy Spirit Cathedral, Mateheko, Family Catholic Church and our way everywhere Orari Ej Kwachi Ayeta Fen Lizzie and nkwada ne nyina Emmanuel Ej Anastasia Ej Kwachi ene de manyame nhyrawo na wo ma kwatente mpomdin ewo mu. Yes, the happy birthday my uncle Ebenezer Kwasi Ayisi Dansoman ena wo na ye uncle Ebenezer Kwasi Ayisi Dansoman ena wo enti wenso efi Benis ena ede mawo eni abusua nyinara omo se nyankopon hira ne bambo de ma 70th birthday nyame hira uncle Ebenezer Kwasi Ayisi awo Dansaman enti we de ye de happy birthday kase pa na ye de ma 70th birthday onyame ma won celebrate wo ma kwatenti empomdi wo mu ne friend monyam ekwa ni monyam mu na we de ansa na mekono Tesano Baptist Church ye wo evangelism ministry ye Tesano unse me kwan so Tesano Baptist Church abeka junction he ya na ye wo evangelism ministry nyame adoma mu de 3 days esi wo ye evangelism and medical outreach enti adehia mo wo abelempe ye ba ho ye beka nyame asema kire mo ye evangelism outreach ministry no ye be ye dwumade bi wo ho ochena na afensu so efiada na de ebe ni se ye beyi sini amamo ye beyi sini amamo ntemo mamo ma no nkwada ne nyina wo abelempe ho a Shia Tesano Baptist Church evangelism ministry na ebe hwese ochena na efiada ye Yesu sini akyeremo enkwaje sini akyeremo na ayefe entisha nso pa kyena ye ba mo ho na efiada ye de aka na memenda de ye the doctors ene nurses ne pharmacists ye de wo ba kwa we ye free o nyame adwuma free eti ye de wo beba no mo so be hwe mo free medical screening ya de ama mo free muntua kapra na se dama enti se wo abelempe ne mpotemo a evangelism ministry I wo Tesano Baptist Church wo mo to nsafro se wo chena 28th and na Friday 29th April 2022 ya wadane efiada no ye ba mo ho abelempe ho ya ba be yi Yesu sini akyeremo ye bedi dwuma ama no akoyi na memenda de yɛde ɛyɛ medical outreach na ɛwɔ evangelism ministry tasa no Baptist church no yɛde doctors yɛde nurses yɛde pharmacists na yɛde wɔn nyinaa ba belempe na yɛba bɛhyɛ mu free mu ntua kapra na asɛ dama nti wodi hye bi yare wɔn po yare a ka kyerɛ wɔn sɛ tasa no Baptist church evangelism ministry yɛaba mo hɔ eti mo mɛka yɛn ho na yɛnhwɛ mo ɛna wɔkyena ɛna afei yɛwada ne efiada ne deɛ mo mɛhwɛ sini ne bi na mo nyinaa mo nya adesua bi firi sɛ nkwagye ne ade a ɛyɛ ade kɛse a yɛbɛtumi ɛde ama Celestine Donko favor ya na megyina so na yɛde dwumadie yi aba awieyɛ na Ade Akye Abia edwumadie no executive producer na nkasa ɛyɛ Father Dixon saa nso na Isaac Owusu Eduomi wɔ no ɛna mpanifo ani wɔ mo kasa nyinaa di mo tintima Abigail woman of faith your social media platform ne de ye biara wo sɛ da hɔ a wo sɛ Abigail na o twa ne ho papa wo bɔ adwuma ɛna wo mo de wo bɔkrata no mbɛtena mu bobɔ so ma me bia makwafo ɛna Oba hima efia kyerɛ sɔfo maame Mrs. Esiedu. When I thought of giving. Na me sorry sui na sama me chance a me de ma wo no eno ankasa na me di ewie me wi a best entertainment Halifax wo ne dɔ bɛba ba betena se. Learn to mind your own business. Adwuma bebre ɛwɔ wo ho nya brema wo ho ɛwɔ mo periodically intermittently na watena se na wadwenjuru abra ntimi kɔnkan me ne nya mentem te sei me sikasam te sei magwiri mu da bia confusion matenka mu ase niema kɔme sododo obi kura ka asem kakra bi kura na me buafu all those things no work on yourself to be a better human being ya wo ho adwuma se de be ya wo be ni papa aware ase ni gie kura ma wo ne wo yire ne wo kunu da bia ntokwa sakasaka mo mienu mu suban o aware ne there is nothing wrong with marriage aware bibia ne hunyankopɔn no obo aware we nyansafo na emom nipa mienu mu suban bone no e na reflect ma aware ebre bia bewura aware obeti sa aware bia e beja memu se nyame busa sankrofo ne mienu no oba ne bema no aware busa wo mo se edin ne wo madwene mu ne wo makomam wo mu suban tantan wo mo attitude no wo ma ye ho adwuma eti ye wo attitude ho adwuma ne wonim kasa umu ade unim akrokro wo ye ho adwuma pe wo nsampa efie ho adwo bibia ye din wo ba wo bre wo ho asema wo kunu bu no respect ne kansem papa e appreciate ne ye wo ye be ma wo nso so wo do oba ne se de Christ do asafo no e make sacrifice wo nya pesaminkum nya wo nya selfish wo nwene wo nkwa ho wo so ya na ne side chicken for nante e basa wo ma wo fie enjo eti sesa wo suban no waware ye de. Learn to mind your own business. Now, mind your business. Abrabono eye easy. Ye ne complicated no. If say a brese se de dwene ya brabon ho ne ye enkrofo abrabo ene ye dwene nipa no so kra wonim se wo kra wo wiase. Da bia me come say doctor say kwa me that part no ko he doesn't know that you exist. Odo kra wonim se wo ho. It is a witimi tena se 4 hours 6 hours no na wodi bu no ho akonta. Eye brehunu emphasize ka bia ma obotom. Eti dwene wo de no ho ekwa befa so a sika bebre beba obotom. Ekwa befa so aye oyere pa okunu pa. Wobetimi atete wo mayie na wo ma beye nyansafo. Onyankopon ka kire Abraham say Abraham ye madam fofi say wo betete ne makwan. Eno na ye adwenjene ho. Eka ye nyina ye bo bre ne nya bre wo ya bra bo ho dwenjene ho a. Enka ye koye nimu o. Kanya ne se wa bra ba to ape a. Ye yi wadi ne untimi nidie no. Nefa BBC wani so na ye nkakra na ebebem. Ye frame Akosua Aboagye betimi aframe Akosua nhwa me betena mu makwa me chromatic ase a ewi adwe Ghana's morning show president. Wotia ne na echi kakra ebrepem wo betene nka. Onyame hira wonya wo kesi efre ne monyemu enkwa ne monyemu madam nyina ase.